look, did you get your microphone hooked up? I doubt it. Maybe your notifications are linked to that microphone, huh? I didn't forget to give you shit. What is it? Small headphones and you need big headphones? There's like 4 of them laying on my desk right now. Do you need the adapter to make them bigger? Or like the bigger connector? Yeah, I got a bunch of them laying right here. You probably should have grabbed one, dude. 4 or 5 of them here. Now, they're like, if you can find a music store, or if you just want to go on Amazon, they're like $4, $4 or $5. Let me make sure I'm not lying to you.
What you think about when you're born into a fire? Let them burn it out. Sell them to the fire. They want to let the world decay. They tell us
I think I paid like $5 for one at a music store. Yeah, here's one for $5.98. Yeah, I didn't even think about it being the wrong size jack. Yeah, they're like $6, I guess, on Amazon. Oh hell, there's one for you got 3.5 millimeter, I think, which is 1/8 inch, but you need to go up to 1/4 inch. I think is what you got. 1/4 inch would be the bigger one. Yeah, it shouldn't be much. I even found one for like $4. So I was sitting here playing with one the other night. I don't know what I did. Oh yeah, here it is on the desk. What's up? What's up? How's your dad? How was his feet? He had another podiatry appointment today. I spoke with him. He said he's doing well. We got wound care tomorrow. I dug a hole today. Oh no. I always get nervous when people introduce me to other people. Like some people aren't going to get my humor or enjoy it, obviously. I'm not very like I'm not like good for everybody, you know what I mean? I'm good for a few people, and those few people love me, but
and we feel betrayed. We were raised to lose the race. Wake at the back of the pack, kill it anyway.
somebody sent me to their, I think, dad and grandma or something the other day. It was crazy. Thank you for the Marjana B. Thank you very much for the subscription. We're going to get started as soon as this music ends here. The website is back up. New, updated, better. Dare I say, better. There's the music. Let's roll the intro, and that's where we'll start from.
Hey Daddies, it's me, the Linda Binda from TikTok. I wanted to make this video because I wanted to thank you for watching Cold Beer Confessionals with Will Bird. I think that's just incredible. I've watched a few episodes and I'm just like very intrigued. But you know what I'm most intrigued in?
I'll address that in a second. Derek's belt buckle.
Big Daddy's meat stick. I heard that it's very thick, like a good old German sausage. You know, Linda and her coochie loves that. Oh, Never mind. Let's not go there.
Debatable.
Anyways, I hope you have a good show and enjoy it as you can. There's a lot of weird things that go on, especially when it comes from the realm of Linda Bindaland. So, enjoy the show. Thanks for watching. Peace out.
Welcome, everybody. I am Will Bird, and this is Cold Beer Confessional. That was Linda Benda doing an intro for us. Linda Benda. You can find her on TikTok, YouTube, and Cameo. That was a Cameo someone purchased for me, and you can buy a Cameo from our. I'm still setting up Cameo on my website. The website's back up, and it is, and it's working. It's doing its thing. See right here. I moved all the donation alerts over to the side. That kind of fixed the video to where you can see it now. I think that's a cool video to be the background of the website. Not a lot of people get it, like my humor. But what I was saying before is, someone said, I told somebody that a lot of people don't get my humor, but the people that do seem to love it. And it can get old sometimes too. I'm not saying you have to like it all the time. Sometimes you might be like, I don't want to hear that negative motherfucker. You know what I mean? But I try to keep it funny. But someone once told me something that kind of stuck with me, okay? Are you e-begging your ass again? Always. Someone told me one time that they love my show, and this was a person who has a big YouTube channel, like several 100,000 subscribers. And they told me that they love my show, but I seemed like I was too smart to succeed on YouTube. And I was like, what does that mean? There's tons of smart people. And he said that one of the, like, you can be an educator, but you have to kind of like walk the line, and you have to kind of be like an expert in your field. And you can have some jokes, but not like edgy jokes like I do. Or that you can be dumb. that most people don't align with someone who seems like they're smart and like wants to like I teach you guys stuff all the time. Maybe you already knew it, but I like to teach stuff. Plus I like to have really edgy humor, and that it just doesn't blend well. And we kind of see that as true, especially when we look at like what's trending on TikTok now. It's like the dumbest shit. It is the dumbest shit. It's hate views. It's retarded people opening biscuits the wrong way, or cinnamon rolls with a can opener. It's stupid stuff. And that's what works. Even when I play the stupid Q-tard character, I get more views than when I do my own shit. So I don't know. Maybe it's me. Maybe I'm grading. Maybe it does have something to do with like people want to see stupid content they relate to. I don't know. But it's happening. It's either way. Either way, you can't deny it's happening everywhere. Let me switch this around and we'll get started. So the website is back up. There is no warning now that says it's unsecure or whatever. The certificate went through. So we have all my social media links are now there. I've changed it up, obviously. All my social media links are there. The Twitch, Kick, YouTube, Twitter, Instagram, Telegram, Facebook, TikTok, Rumble, Discord, and Bovada, which is the website I gamble on sometimes, especially on TikTok streams. And then the buttons are over here to the left. They still work. So like if you click this button, it'll still take you to buy me a coffee. If you click this button, it'll take you to Dono Clip. The buttons still work. And then the one, I shortened the phrase, but it says no alert link. So the yellow one's still there if you don't want to interrupt the show or don't want your name on screen. The yellow one still works as well. And then everything else is still down below. But I moved them over to the side thinking maybe like that'll offset like this text here that's behind my head. This is all Hell Jervis. Plus it's out of the way so you can kind of see the video. I think it's funny. I still might change it up, but there you go. Let's see. What did I do today? I dug a hole, in case anybody was wondering. I dug a hole today. I'm really fucking wore out. I actually had a headache before we got started, but I'm hoping I was just kind of dehydrated and that'll go away slowly. So we'll see. My niece, that's what I'll show you. My niece is in the frickin' Little League World Series, and I'm pretty sure, I can't remember exactly. I think she hit she hit a run in. Hold on, let's see. Let's see what we got here. We'll watch part of this. The Little League World Series. They're just in regionals now. It's not crazy. It's not like they're at the final game or nothing. They're just in regionals. So they've been playing West Virginia. And then, of course, they're from Tennessee. They're from Tennessee. I need to find, okay, it's the bottom of the fifth. Bottom of the fifth. That's the inning we'll watch. I think the commercials change. Okay, bottom of the fifth. They were down by 1 at the bottom of the fifth. Oh, that's a recap of all the innings. They were down by 1, bottom of the fifth, and here's what happened. I'm recording these for personal use only, and my sister.
Now a new pitcher
This is technically
for
not supposed
West
to be recorded.
Virginia.
It's ESPN.
Molly Barnett.
I actually had to get around a block they had on it. I had to get around a fucking block they had on it to where it would just show up black when I tried to record it. She's number 22. You'll see her come up in just a second. I'll show you. She's not on the West Virginia team,
So
obviously.
Cheney is going to play second.
So this is the first batter.
And Cheney
That's
has it
right
already.
into a ground out. So a pretty good play by the second baseman. That second baseman is left-handed. That's not the easiest play, and you'll see that here in a second because she makes an error. But that on your left side, hit up the line pretty hard to a second baseman is not easy. You don't see a whole lot of left-handed second baseman. Oh shit! I didn't mean to click off of it. How'd I do? Okay, there we go.
You don't see a lot of left-handed
So
second
ground out for
baseman.
the first out.
But Cheney's saying, we can do this.
Some of these girls are big to be in middle. These are all middle school kids, basically.
Lily Fleming goes to right field.
I think he goes all the way up to 13.
So close the book on Zoe Cheney in the circle. 4.
By the way, they're down by 1 and they only play 6 innings. So they're down by 1. Now they're going to come ahead right here, and they're not going to have to play the bottom of the last inning, but still.
Innings, 5 hits, 6 strikeouts. And things do not get any easier for Tennessee.
Yeah, they're going to change this pitcher out in a second. This is actually their relief pitcher, but they go back to their starter here in just a second.
Yes, Molly Barnett, one of their top pitchers. 55
She's
miles an
pitching-
hour. She
she's
tops
pitching
out
about-
at.
we just said it, 55
4-seamer,
miles
drop,
an hour.
curve, and change.
She's a 12-year-old, 12 or 13.
I don't know if they had solved Zoe Cheney, but they certainly had put themselves in good positions multiple innings to get runs, and you wondered
This
if it
is
was
what, when I shared that donation, this is what they did. They usually wear blue. Unicoi County has always been blue and white, but they changed to actual Tennessee colors since they're the Tennessee team. So they went with orange and white like UT. They could have wore their blue and white, but it would have said Unicoi County. And most places, like you'll see the other team, they say, they don't say such and such West Virginia. They say West Virginia.
It was only a matter of time before they struck and plated a run. So instead of a third or fourth time through for some of
This
these
umpire
batters.
was kind of shitty.
It's the first time that they faced Molly Barnett. The 2-2.
The umpire was calling a lot of.
That one, oh,
She drops that ball there. That was a game changer right there. So she goes to squeeze the ball. She makes that play again. I told you it's hard for a left-handed second baseman to come back to their left. When she goes to squeeze the ball, it shoots out of her glove the way it does. And when that happens, it provides this the opportunity to do
he
this.
nearly had it, goes off
Get on
for
base.
mid. That would have been an incredible play, and had she maintained it in her glove, likely is able to throw out Ayla Horney. Just came right out of that glove on the left-handed second baseman. Perhaps a somewhat easier play for a right.
There's one more batter here.
On that one.
Knuckles.
This is a big
But I think she's up
at-bat
there
here
for
for
like
Tennessee.
I think she ends up getting like
5
20
outs to
fucking
go.
pitches.
To Mallory Knuckles.
There you go. There's a hit.
To right
Oh,
field.
no. Never mind. That's
Fleming
foul.
can't get to. TV. Single their last time up in the third. Squares to bunt. That one out of her bats.
I think she ends up walking the Knuckles player. So now we got a runner on first and second.
Wake up and I hope you're dead.
Jesus. I don't care.
The 1-0. 2-0.
I don't care. No one cares, Mariah.
She goes up to bat. She likes to look at her bat, take a deep breath.
So there's a runner on first and second. There's one out. Oh, this is still the same batter. Okay, there's the hit. Okay, here we go.
The lead runner. Nice play from.
They end up getting the lead runner out here.
2-2.
She stays up there forever, ever fouling off balls. Like it was a good way to stay alive, like not strike out. But she fouls off probably 10 freaking balls. It's crazy. It's coming. Chill. I think this is our hit right here. So they get the lead runner out.
Third gets the lead runner.
So they get the lead runner out, but it's still runners on first and second.
Nice play
now with 2 outs.
From Miley Fleming to Addie Dotson. The ball kind of hung in the air long enough where perhaps Horty wasn't sure whether or not that was going to drop or not, but still would have been hard to get her to third base.
By the way, I was texting my sister the whole time. Like, because I could hear her on the ESPN broadcast. And I'm like, oh my God, I hope she doesn't say something like out of anger and get broadcast on national television. But she said they took their phones. I guess where ESPN records this, they don't want you recording it too or live streaming or anything.
See as she holds there, but got her by plenty.
All right, here we go.
So scored a 6-5 fielder's choice, 2 away. Van Tassel at first, Knuckles. Now it's second base.
This is the last batter, I think, before Lucy comes up, which is my niece.
To get things done. Stop.
Oh, there was a hit. There we go. Or did she get? She might get walked actually.
The 1-1.
Oh no, it's a stolen base. Okay.
For 7.
Damn, I just watched this. You think I could remember it?
Tassel at second base.
So they come and talk to the pitcher twice. They come and talk to her once, then they pull her once. And go back to their starter pitcher. I think the starting pitcher was a lot better. We had Mariah as John Travolta at one time that would pop up. Mervolta is what they called it.
Ayla Vance asking for the C2 to Hansen.
Boom. She gets on base here somewhere, I swear. Somehow.
10th pitch of the at-bat. We've been in the bottom of the 5th for about 15 minutes, it feels. The 3-2 to Hansen.
Oh, she walks. Okay, I was right. So she ends up walking, and that loads the bases. Uh-oh. Bring back Mervolta. I've lost that video so long ago.
Today, Tennessee has the bases loaded. And now the 12-hole hitter, Olivia Nasser's at the plate. And you wonder.
You really think we need...
So they brought in a new pitcher.
6 strikeouts. Hitter Nasser out.
Here it is.
The 0-1. The 1-2.
This was the controversial play here.
In the dirt, 3-2.
So this ball is actually fair. This call actually even gets challenged. This is the controversial play here. That's crazy, ain't it, Oxy? I didn't know they'd make you give up your damn phone because ESPN was recording it.
Some noise. Full count, bases loaded. 2 outs to Nasser.
Boom. Damn it, where's the hit at? It's so hard. The video's so long, it's hard to seek on this.
Full count, base.
Right here, maybe? Yeah. Boom.
To first. Goes off the bag. Tying run scores. And another run scores.
So 2-run score right there.
2-1.
That makes it 2-1. They got the lead now.
Hit it off.
It's been 1-0. It's been 1-0 the whole time. Now they're up 2-1. Not a whole lot of scoring here. Some good pitchers. God damn it! How's that keep happening? Some good pitchers on both sides. Our pitcher killed it. I think she had like she had like 12 strikeouts or something. So they challenged his call, but watch the replay.
Wow.
It hits the girl's glove fair, then hits the white base. Now, if it happens, this is a safety thing they put in Little League where they have 2 bases. This is so we don't get collisions. You can run through first base. I think most people know that. You don't have to stop on the base. You're going to keep running straight. If you turn, they can tag you out. But if you run straight, there's nothing they can do. So they put in another base to prevent collisions. So what does that mean if it's hit down the line? If it hits the white base, it's fair. If it hits the orange base, it's foul. The foul base or the second base is outside the line. But it doesn't really matter because it hits her glove first. I'm almost positive here.
Oh, and it goes off of the arm of Lily.
That's Lucy right there coming out to bat.
Out of her hand.
Yeah, I think it hit her glove too.
Things have fallen apart for West Virginia.
So they're going to challenge this call.
It was also hit the glove first. So even if
Here's the replay if you want to see it zoomed in kind of. So she touched it with her glove first. But even if she wouldn't have, it would have been fair. And even if she didn't touch it and it hit the white base, it's still fair.
so hit the glove first.
Everything's fair.
Had hit the orange bag. It did hit Katie Hall's glove first.
And then, so that was the 2. I was confused. I thought Lucy got the 2 runs in, but Lucy gets a run in right here. She's coming up to bat after this challenge call.
See, right on the chalk.
So the ruling stands, and then this is my niece here up to bat.
Hanson draws the walk.
Lucy Joe.
Gets the base hit.
And she's up to bat for like forever, so we'll skip ahead some.
For Lucy Joe Linville.
And I felt good. I was proud of her. She struck out the first time she was up. Then she grounded out, I think, and then she had this hit. It was actually an error, but still.
11. The second.
Boom.
Fleming. Oh, comes.
And that allows another run to score.
She throws it home.
And that ends up being 3. 3-1, and that's how the game ends.
Lily Fleming with a couple of errors.
The pitcher for our team, I don't know who she is. They end up leaving her on base. The next girl flies out, but to center field. Right here, maybe. Yeah. Oh, it's to left field.
Oh, and make it.
Doesn't matter. But our pitcher was really good. She has like this pitch that like, well, you can watch her strike out this first batter here. She has like this pitch she throws, like you'll see the catcher signal like almost like up. Like instead of holding on a number or something, she does like this between her crotch. And she throws this like high fastball that kind of drops right at the end. And man, they cannot hit it. So watch her strike out this first batter. My niece is playing third base. You won't see her get many plays right here, but still.
They had a 1-0.
She did throw a couple people out. This other team liked to bunt a lot, especially when they had people on base. So they bunted it to her like 4 times. She always made a good play. This was that pitcher they just took out.
And now the 9-hole hitter Molly Barnett is at the plate.
So the good part is right here, we're up by 2, and they're at the bottom of their lineup. If it's 3 up, 3 down, it'll be the batter number 9, 10, and 11. There's only 12 batters. They changed the rules for the Little League World Series stuff. I don't know if it's the same in Little League. But basically, you used to have to play like 6 consecutive outs and you had to bat. Then they had to swap people. Now you can do whatever the hell you want to do with the defense, the field, and everybody bats, whether you were playing or not. Everybody bats and you do whatever the hell you want to in the field.
Lacey Gobble deserved better than she had been getting. And now,
I think she strikes all 3 of these batters out, or at least 2 of them.
2 biggest at-bats of the game in that last half inning. A 10-pitch at-bat for Ava Hansen and an 11-pitch at-bat for Olivia.
See that high fastball like that?
Hansen eventually
They cannot hit it.
Nasser.
That team, not a single team hit it. Yeah, she is a big girl. Our catcher's a big girl. Did you see her just standing up? Wait till after this pitch when she stands up. She's taller than that girl. She's as tall as the umpire. I feel like Lucy's tiny. Look out, she's taller than the umpire. I feel like Lucy's tiny compared to all these other. And because she's my niece too, I saw her grow up. I think she's even smaller than what she is. Our pitcher throws about the same speed, about 55. I think she has a lot more control on it, though. Especially, like, outside pitches, like trying to get them to reach for a ball. That way, even if they do hit it, it won't be a good hit. That pitch right there, they cannot hit. I don't know what it is, but damn, they can't hit it. Not a single girl all night hit it. Yeah, she's big squatting down. Yeah, she is.
Strikeout number 9 for Lacey Gobble.
I think they go all over the state and look for the biggest kids they can get to catch at least, and sometimes pitch. All that weight behind a pitch, you can put some speed on it if you can train them well.
Catch up with the high riser. Now Lena Setzer at the plate for West Virginia.
Anyway, she goes on to strike off. It's either 2 or 3 of these batters. And you can see the very end of the game here. Oh, I didn't mean to go that far.
Just misses.
So there's 2 outs. It's 1 ball, 2 strikes right here.
1 earned run given up by Lacey Gobble that came all the way back in the first inning. Since then,
yeah, they're up above. When it does drop a little bit at the end. I think it's like a 4-seam fastball, which in softball like rises and then settles kind of. It doesn't always settle, but it does rise. And then a lot of them settle when they reach like their top speed. They try to start to settle. But yeah, it's up above their numbers a lot of times, and they're still reaching for them. Even if they hit them, it wouldn't be a good hit because the ball's so high.
lights out.
That was the last pitch of the game right there. Even the coach comes in and congratulates our pitcher right there.
Trailing 1-0. Some great sportsmanship there that you saw from West Virginia's coach at first base. All they can do is salute the work from Lacey Gobble. 10 strikeouts. Complete game, 3-hitter.
It is. So West Virginia's not out of it. West Virginia's not out of it. There is
West Virginia 3-1.
it's double elimination, right? So the last 2 years, I think we went down there and just lost 2 in a row, and left the tournament. But this year we won our first game, so I don't know what that'll change now. But we did win the first game and they play again tomorrow at 3 p.m. And I don't know who they play, but if you want to watch it, it's on. If you have ESPN Plus, you can watch it. What's the pitcher's last name? Gobble. Our pitcher's name's Gobble. It's like Johnny Gobble, but it's got the 2 B's in it, so it's actually Gobble instead of Goble or whatever he says.
Gobble.
Look how many strikeouts she had. Look at this.
All but 2 innings.
1, 2, 3,
The first 2 batters in the second.
4,
First 2 batters in the
5,
struck out the
6,
final 2 batters in the
7,
to leave the bases
8,
full of West Virginia.
9,
And then a K in the 5th.
10.
2 in the 6th.
10 strikeouts, and one of them was with the bases loaded. One of them was with the bases loaded, which was really good, because if they'd have hit anything to the outfield, that'd have been 2 more runs they'd have had.
Including the clincher.
There you go. Proud of my niece. She's in the World Series, Little League World Series. Like I said, they're not like the actual World Series after regionals. So after they have a Southeast team, a Northeast team, a Midwest, whatever, all the teams they have, then they go to North Carolina to play in Elm Park, whatever it is, where they've always had the Little League World Series. Right now they're playing down in Georgia for the Southeast Regionals. And there'll be one team that advances from that to the actual World Series. So there you go. I've also got a TikTok video I want to show you. We are going to talk about Phil tonight. That'll be a minute. But I got a TikTok video I want to show you. What do you think? You want to watch it? You want to be friends? Oh, what's her name? Have you guys seen Carly Russell? Her lawyer provided a statement to police. They were supposed to come speak with police, but instead they provided a statement.
Good afternoon. I'm Captain Keith Suscaleba with the Hoover Police Department. We're here today to provide an update in the Carly Russell investigation. Chief Nick Durzis will read a prepared statement that will provide an update in this case. After reading the
Chief
statement, we'll have time for a few
McDurgis.
questions related to the case. Keep in mind, this is still an ongoing investigation, and there are some questions we simply cannot answer at this point. With that, I'll turn it over to Chief Durzis.
Thank you, Captain. Yes. Good afternoon. Thanks to everyone for attending again today. I want to thank the members of our department and all of law enforcement who played a role in the investigation of this case. Last Wednesday, July 19th, we held a press conference and provided you with the facts of the Carly Russell disappearance. We told you the investigation was ongoing, and we helped you determine where Carly was during the 49.
I don't think so. It depends on what ads you get on YouTube, but sometimes YouTube will have like 3 fucking 1-minute ads. YouTube has some crazy ads at times, but you can't. Also, I have to manually run them if I do them in a live stream, but usually it's only during the replays that I get ad revenue, and you can't subscribe to like get rid of them. You got to do YouTube Premium. Thank you for the gifted subscription.
Anonymous user gifted a tier 1 sub to Spindlemere.
I hate YouTube ads. That's why I got Premium. I hate it.
Today I've talked to and received a statement from Mr. Emery Anthony, attorney for Carly Russell. Mr.
Thanks,
Anthony
Desert
scheduled a
Doxies.
meeting for Carly to meet with investigators early this afternoon.
Proud of my
Then I
notes.
received an email stating that
Here we
the
go.
statement was being provided by him on her behalf. Mr. Anthony asked that I read the statement entirely, which I will do
I
now.
don't know why it did that green shit. It did it both times I watched it. This is a statement from Carly's lawyer. Right, they were supposed to meet today with Carly and her lawyer. Instead, the lawyer said, "I'm going to send over a written statement. We'd like to admit to some things, and I'll meet with you tomorrow without Carly."
My client has given me permission to
I mean, she's going to try mental illness defense. I'm almost positive. The problem is she's had little to no other signs of mental illness whatsoever by her own parents' admittance until a man cheats on her. Like, I guess she's going to claim temporary insanity. I just don't believe that. I think that she thought that this would get her man's attention because he's been fucking a stripper. He would come running back to her and it wouldn't get any attention on the news. It was even fucked up that I think it's fucked up that they text her ex-man, and told him, it won't be funny when you find pieces of Carly all over the road and the interstate. That's pretty fucked up. This is the Hoover police chief and the black woman that went missing after she said she was helping a toddler on the side of the road. She's basically, her lawyer's admitting to it now. That was for whoever's over on Rumble. Big DP.
make the following statement on her behalf. There was no kidnapping on Thursday, July 19th.
None. No kidnapping.
My client did not see a baby on the side of the road. My client did not leave the Hoover area when she was identified as a missing person.
Oh God, Spindle, don't die. Tomorrow's a full week without AC, and I live in Phoenix. Don't die. I hope you have somebody else's house you can go to during the day, or a pool or something.
My client did not have any help in this incident, but this was a single act done by herself. My client was not with anyone or any hotel with anyone during the time she was missing. My client apologized.
That's a weird statement there. She had to have help, right? She didn't walk all the way to the Red Roof Inn across town. She had to have help. Her car was sitting right there, but she comes out and says she did it on her own. She never had any help. She was not in a hotel room with anybody else. But we've heard that she was at the hotel. Her a housekeeper that knew the family saw her, called her family and told her. They showed up and suddenly said, she's not here. Nope, that was just a rumor. That was a prank. And she ordered Instacart there.
For her actions to this community. The volunteers who were searching for her, to the Hoover Police Department and other agencies as well, as to her friends and family. We ask for your prayers for Carly as she addresses her issues and attempts to move forward, understanding that she made a mistake in this matter. Carly again asks.
I think she should. I think she probably doesn't have the cash, but she ought to have to. They ought to put her on a payment plan to make restitution. Hell, that when I went to jail, I ended up crashing my car and they found all the drugs that I was selling at the time because I was unconscious, fucked up my spine. I had to be like taken by. They wanted to airlift me, but it was already en route to a different crash. Ended up taking an ambulance. Was out unconscious for like 3 days. They found all the drugs I had in the car, and I ran over a barbed wire fence. Had to pay $700 to replace it. Like. She ought to have to pay all that back. Even she's got to make payments for sure. I don't know if she should see jail time realistically. I mean, there's a lot of people that's going to be like, hell yeah, she should go to jail, blah, 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 blah. But, like, there's much worse offenses that we don't send people to jail for. No, that's not when I cut my arm open.
For your forgiveness and prayers. We have a meeting scheduled with Mr. Anthony to further discuss this case. We're currently in discussions with the Jefferson County.
That was basically it. I did it by my own. There was no kidnapping. I wasn't at a hotel with anybody. Nobody helped me. I planned it by myself. Please pray for me while I'm getting better. And the lawyer's going to come meet with police tomorrow. And the police reiterate that they want to talk to Carly again. Like she's been refusing. Ever since the first interview, she's basically been refusing to meet with detectives.
District Attorney's Office in Bessemer about possible criminal charges related to this case, and we will announce those charges when
maybe
and if they are filed.
I could get behind that. If they said that we're making her do a mandatory psych eval for her own safety, I could get behind that. That wouldn't bother me none.
All right, with that, we'll take a few questions. As Officer Hale said, when I call on you, please state your name and your affiliation. Yes, sir.
Yeah, Sherry Papini did a whole bunch of other shit though. She had some guy shoot hockey pucks at her or some shit to give her bruises. And she said it was 2 Mexican lesbians. And she did all kinds of shit.
Keith Mims, WAGG 610 100.1 FM.
Did you immediately beat Jada? That's what I would do. Remember that time, William? You weren't even there, bullshiffer. Fuck off.
Summit Media. Chief, do we at this time, or does the Hoover Police Department know the whereabouts of Carly Russell during that?
I can't drown. I swim too good.
That she was supposedly missing.
No.
Do you know where she was at while she was missing? No, they just speculated this time. I think they think she was at the Red Roof Inn, but they don't have that unlocked yet, right?
As I said the other day, was talking facts and everything. If I said anything today, would just be speculation. Actual facts, we do not know.
Aaron Llewellyn, WBC 13. Can you tell us what her motivation was for doing this, if you can?
I wish I could tell you. I think only Carly knows, and maybe her attorney now. But again, the statement that we received from him does not indicate any.
Brittany Dion, WBRC. Can you give us an idea of what charges you may be filing against her?
That would strictly be up to the district attorney's office.
David Lamcidius, 42. Can you update us so that there is a
what charges be up to the DA?
Meeting scheduled for this afternoon with the family, or no. When is that?
Who is the famous person that claims that she was kidnapped and stuff? This may be the Papini case. There's this interview with 2 detectives and her husband's with her and he's like holding her hand and like trying to help her. And then they know she's full of shit. And they keep saying, like, do you want him to leave? Well, before we talk about this, we've got some serious stuff to talk about. Do you want him to leave? And she's like, and he's like, no, I'll stay. And they're like, are you sure you want him to stay? And she's like, I don't know. And he's like, I'll stay. Then they tell her it was all fake. They found the actual house, all this stuff. Is that the Papini case? Do they have detective footage? Papini. I don't remember. This is it. This is crazy, dude. This is crazy. They like sit there and they're like, are you sure you want him in here? And you can see his mood change. Like he legit, this is like the last interrogation they did before they called her out on her bullshit. He legit goes from like, I just want to be here to help her. She's really struggling to like, bitch. What? Hold on. Watch this.
Incredibly long road, but some stuff's come up. So we've always had the DNA out there in the world.
Sorry, before we get too far, obviously, just like always, thank you for coming. We appreciate you taking the time to come back.
We'll move on after this. I'm sorry, I get hung up on stuff.
You can go at any time, and all we want is truthful statements because it's a crime to lie to federal.
They tell her you're not under arrest. You can leave at any time, and all we want is truthful statements. It's a crime to lie to federal agents.
Sorry, so there's always been DNA out there, and we've done testing after testing.
They ask her again to identify certain things. She's going over her statements and pictures.
I mean, the metal part?
What about one shelf versus two shelves?
Oh, I think there was 2 shelves, but now I'm having trouble remembering. I think there was 2. I'm pretty sure there was 2. Maybe there was 2. I don't know. I'm focusing.
What's obvious is those are screw holes, right? So you're getting that?
They're just holes. Holes, screw, nail, something.
They're like they're having to correct her too, which I mean it's not uncommon to suppress or misremember or. I talked to my therapist one time about traumatic events and how like veterans remember them, and depending on what they're like. Depending on what their like fear from that motivator is, it's called a stressor event. Depending on what they were scared of during that stressor event, like let's say there were people shooting at you, but really they were shooting in the wrong direction. They weren't even close to you, blah, blah, blah. But a mortar went off beside you, or a couple mortars went off beside you. Veterans sometimes will have every fucking detail about the mortars, how many rounds hit, what it felt like. They may even, like, as time goes on, they may even start to embellish, subconsciously start to embellish the part that almost killed them. But they couldn't tell you how many people shot at them, what direction they were shooting from, because they suppress that because they're so fixated on one event. So even if she did go through this, it was all fake. But even if she did, she could suppress some things or not remember or be able to recall it at some times and not at others.
So maybe toilet on the left.
Okay, hold on. Toilet on the side.
Toilet on the side, and then what's
Toilet
next?
on the side. Sink. Tub.
Okay.
And that's a unique thing about bathrooms.
Yes.
We'll agree with
Hard
that.
to change where that sewer will go, right? Take some expense to do that.
Yes, yes.
I think it's the first.
She's describing the bathroom that are locked in.
Trying to, do you remember if it was high or low? Was it any of those like, that you were at? We talked to the people who live there. We found the house.
They just said they found the house. See how excited he looks? Watch.
Because ultimately, this is the house.
See him? He's like, yeah.
We talked to the people who live there.
All right. She's telling him to calm down.
In the house, we found who was involved. We talked to who was involved. We talked to family who knows that you were there, and talked to a couple people talked to one guy who did see you during this event. Unfortunately, there's a lot of truths. There's a lot of things that were said. There's
a lot of truths.
We have always confirmed, that we've always said. there's a lot of truths, and then there's some unknowns. Like one of the simple ones, like, well, this description of the bathroom is just weird. Like that was like an argument in all of our offices where we were sitting there like this part's weird. But then we find a house with it. Then the all thread through the thing, that's just weird.
It's unique to this place. Like that's a pretty custom. You can't just go out to IKEA and buy a closet that looks like this.
Yeah, exactly.
Right.
So once we have all those things and we start talking to the person who lives here, who had lived there, who still lives there, start talking to his family and starting that whole investigation, peeling one thing back after another, doing the same thing we've done for the last 4 years. It led us to a specific person.
Over 4 years.
But not a female. It led us to the car that picked you up, but not an SUV. So there's lots of different aspects that are truths and falses. And we're to the point now that nobody would have ever imagined that this would have blown up the way that it did. So I've been a cop 15 years. I've never seen the media scale that this garnered pretty quickly. How long have you been in law enforcement now?
12 years in bureau.
So of the minds, Brian, who've been around 20 plus years, people who've been around for 25, 30 plus years.
Look how uncomfortable she's getting. Switching her sitting position, rocking back and forth, clenching her fist.
The media attention that this got out was insane. So I think with that being said, some choices and some decisions ultimately changed the original path of what happened. I don't think anybody would have wished the media frenzy that occurred like for this event, no matter what the situation, if it was a kid, because the media skewed so many facts. It brought so many people in from the woodwork that if we didn't have the woodwork, we wouldn't have the noise.
And that brings a lot of pressure when you get that kind of scrutiny.
So we'd like to talk to you more about those things, and we can do it with Keith here, or we can ask Keith to lead. It's whatever you.
Look at him. So he's still oblivious. He thinks, oh, they're talking. She knows, obviously. She made all this up. And he's like, there's a lot of truth. There's a lot of false. Media kind of blew it up. Maybe we went too far on a couple things. But like they're speaking almost in code to her, right? Then the Twitch apps, all right, Melon. It's most streamers that are on Twitch, the majority of their people watch on desktop because they're like gamers. And it was made for desktop first. It is easier to use on desktop. But the Twitch app's all right, except for Prime subscriptions for whatever reason. But he's still oblivious. He's like, oh, I don't know what the fuck they're saying, but this got to be good. And they're like, well, we can do it with him here or not here.
You're comfortable with, so we can break down some of the problems. If you want Keith here, all we want is to have the truth. All we want is to be able to tell the truth. That's all we've ever wanted from day one. We've talked to you for hours. We've been there. We've done all these different things, waiting for something, waiting for it to break, waiting for us to get.
I'm surprised they were that nice about it. You know what I mean? Like kind of talking to her in code and saying, hey, we can make him leave if you want to, or he can, if you want him to stay, he can stay. But we've been there. We want the truth. We're still in code.
Here, because the DNA came back, like I said,
that was a gifted sub. I didn't even. Holy shit. Mostly Peaceful Redhead with 10 gifted subs. Thank you very much. I appreciate that. 10 gifted subs. Thank you.
A specific person. That specific person told us very specific things. His family then told us specific things. So if we can talk with Keith or without Keith here.
Again, with or without. Look how she just dad looks at him. Did you catch that? Look how she looks at him. Watch this.
What would you like?
What would you like?
It's completely up to you. And like I've always said, I wanted you to have a voice. I wanted you to make decisions. I wanted you to control certain aspects. I think I told you that on the first interview we ever had.
That's right.
I never want
Free haircuts.
I want you to take back control.
This is going to sound really awkward, Mostly Peaceful Redhead, but do you do color jobs on pubic hair?
That's one of those things. This is to take back control of the interview, which I promised you to do the first time we talked, if you remember that. Actually, we were in Al Shasta, so the second time we talked.
It's been a long road trip, but we just want to talk to you. We can have Keith step out. That's going to make you more comfortable.
We can have him step out. They said this is the 4th time. We can have him step out.
It's up to you.
Up to you. She looks at him again.
Obviously, I want to stay.
You want to go? You want to stay? I want to stay. Just my own fire. Oh, the carpet's got to match the drapes, baby. It's like having bra and panties match. Or sexy time.
It's completely up to you. And that's why I'm not even looking at Keith. I don't care about your opinion, Keith. What we want out of this is just the truth.
Anonymous gifted Ptols 234 a subscription.
Thank you.
An anonymous user gifted a tier 1 sub to Ptols 234.
Thank you very much for the gifted sub, Anonymous.
So we can get ahead of some things, so we can help control things, how crazy things got. So the unknown of if I say certain things, what's Keith
fire crotch galore.
You know what I'm going to say, right? So I don't know Keith's reaction either. So if I say other things like, oh, Keith won't worry about that, he can come back in. But I'd rather give you the opportunity.
So he even says, like, we want to talk to you about some things. We could do it privately. And then if you say, oh, no, Keith can hear about this, then we can bring him right back in. But we don't want to go too far. And then you'd be like, damn, I wish he wouldn't have seen that. They're trying to be nice here.
To hear things, be able to judge it, because everything, right? I'm saying things to you that make me nerd.
I can help you, please.
We changed the tone of the interview.
You can feel it already in the room from the way you walked into what you're feeling right now.
Well, I mean, law enforcement has...
It's not really like my pubic area. It's more like the I need a strip across the taint. I don't know if you do taint paint or what you do there.
Always been an issue, so.
So if you want Keith to leave, I'll ask Keith nicely to leave. If you don't want Keith to leave, then he can see the rest of you. And we'll move on to the next stages.
Make it look like a skunk.
But I want to give you that opportunity first.
Light it up like a landing strip.
Obviously, everything's fearful. If you tell him
paint Tuesdays.
We can pull him back in the room. Like, hey, Keith, come back in. This is what.
This is like the 10th time. We can send him out, and if this information's benign, you can call him right back in. But she doesn't.
So there's that fear of him wigging out. Why is she trying to hide something from me? There is. If you can help me.
Yeah, there's no trick here. We're just trying to make sure that you're responsible to stop because you can't be to talk to us, truthfully.
They're asking you. They're not asking me. Obviously, I would want to be here, and whatever needs to come out.
And you can change your mind into the future too if you want to change it.
Dr. Phil said what was okay. Dr. Phil said it was okay when he said that almost about this one or about the current case or what?
Thick Idiot just resubscribed for 15 months.
Holy shit, 15 months. That's a good one, Q Idiot. Thank you.
Like I said in the beginning, you're freaked out, so if you wanted to chat with them privately, that's fine too, but we wanted to talk to you.
And we can leave the room, give you guys the room for a couple minutes. This next stage of things could be benign, could be like, we forgot to tell you this, or, we have all these things make sense now. I can tell you the puzzle that makes it all come together, or I can tell the puzzle that crashes everything apart. I don't know what that piece is, honestly. All I know is facts. All I know is certain specific items that will either tear the castle down or is going to build the castle up. I don't want to build.
Again, with all this code, I mean, they are way too nice to her, I think, especially as much as he suffered. Look how he's starting to understand what's going on and how disengaged he is now. He's like playing with his fingers, like, oh, man, this can't be good. She's going to kick me out of here. Oh, no. Oh, about coloring your hair? I got you.
Tear the castle down and not give you the ability to then fix your own castle. Even if it's just a small thing here or it's the whole castle, I want you to be able to choose that. So we can step out of the room, let you guys talk, because I don't know what information.
Yeah, he moves his chair away.
Or if it's, oh yeah, everything's fine. I just don't know what it is.
God, his demeanor changes quick, dude.
Keith do the drawings. Keith's the one who gave this stuff. So Keith.
It's like she just punched him in the dick.
He's always been a part of your memory for small details. And that's why he's been in here this whole time. And that's why.
He makes me feel safe in the room.
Absolutely. He makes you feel safe too.
Absolutely. And again, I just don't know what the pieces are. So if I would say, hey, it's going to bring the whole world down, I'd tell you, it's going to bring the whole world down. And then we need to talk alone. Or I would suggest we talk alone. But that's completely up to you guys.
They even tell her, like, hey, we're going to ask you some questions, and it could bring the whole world down, the whole story down. If I knew for sure that's what was going to happen, I would tell you. And we should probably talk without him. Now, she knows she's going to have to admit that it's all bullshit. Like, if she really wanted, I mean, if I was her, I'd have sent him out of the room.
Because I don't know. We'll be right back.
So she has to speak to him alone. Gets a little tissue.
You need to stop looking around and coming straight down.
So within this story, one of the lesbians was nice to her, and her bullshit story. One of the lesbians was like nice to her, helped her escape, helped her get loose, or maybe it was another person in the car. There was someone that was nice to her. So basically, like what she's trying to play now is, I don't want them to find her. I don't want her to be arrested. She helped me, blah, blah, blah. She's like my best friend, all that stuff.
Explain to me right now. I don't know. I don't want them to find her. You're not listening to me.
Tell me why.
Because she saved my life.
Tell me, honey, there's why.
I can't remember the story, but either one of the suspects helped her, or maybe it was a third person in the car at the house or something. I can't remember.
Look, I'm talking to you right now.
Okay, if you're getting used to it, Mariah, I'll turn it up a couple notches.
I don't want them to find her.
Put some fucking zest in that bitch.
I don't want to go down that road.
But you tell her?
I don't want to go down that road. I don't want to arrest her. Because she saved my life, and she's the reason why I get to hold my children every single day.
I don't want to get it.
Mariah, I'm not talking about who was actually fucking there. I'm talking about the story she lied about. Everybody knows there were no Mexican lesbians. That sounds like an awesome time.
I don't want them to arrest her.
Why?
Because she saved my life.
So you don't trust her? They still need to find out who it is. No matter what happens, you think just sits here?
I think at the time I called them lesicans. I'm not sure.
This comes out and they find the house. It's over. Whatever happened is over. And it doesn't matter what you say. Everything. The girl's gonna get in trouble.
I have Mariah on an allowance and Mandy has Bull on allowance. That's the way it works.
So, tell me the truth.
It was huge, Rob.
You don't want to press start.
I can't believe you missed it.
You're not making sense now. To the point where I'm getting scared now. So you need to tell me what's going on immediately. Yeah.
Like Oprah. You get an allowance. You get an allowance.
Do you want me in the room or not?
La lick your crotch. La lick your crotch.
Later, maybe.
No.
Nothing.
Just answer the question.
Nothing that I'll say to you, I won't eventually tell him if you want me to.
Do you want me to just tell him what you're fearing about?
We would love to hear what you're fearing about. Because we want to be able to address them as best we can.
Right. If you ever punched me in the dick, I would start a TikTok series that documented your mustache growth. I might even start a TikTok account for your mustache.
I don't know.
Yeah, Mandy does have a filthy mouth. That's true.
I think it's easier to control things once you know what the information is, to be honest with you. Sure. So I can tell you what it is.
A dick! Every day I wake up and I hope you're dead!
Yeah, Mariah.
Say what it is when Keith leaves, and then you can say yes or no, whether or not you want him in there for the rest of it.
For right now, he's just, am I in the room or am I out of the room? So
am I in the room or out of the room? You need to make a decision, okay?
And I'm to the point where if you want him here, we'll just go on with the conversation.
As long as you're not interrupting or causing any disturbance.
I'll stay over here.
But if he steps out, I can say a name, and then you can choose whether you want him in here for the rest of it or not. It's completely up to you. Or I can just continue on, and again, like I said, I wanted you to always have control over.
Yeah, I agree, Oxy. They should have been like, look, we found out some stuff. You need to tell me right now whether you want him in the room or not. We've found out some stuff that we definitely need to ask you about. Do you want him in the room or not? But they're dancing around it pretty well. In or out, bitch? What's your stare at him?
We're not to a point where anybody's going to jail yet.
That had to hurt right there. That had to feel like a gut punch. He says, we're not at a point where anybody's going to jail yet.
To a point of anything like that. We're just still at the talking stage. We're at the control stage.
You seem scared, Sherry.
No, it's not scared.
What is it?
Oh, no, Mandy. I was talking shit long before I met you. He's so disinterested in this bitch. This is like asking my wife where she wants to go for dinner.
When you don't.
That's always the best conversation. Where you want to go to dinner? I don't know. Anywhere. You pick. Okay, I want to go here. No, not there. I just had that 3 Tuesdays ago, and the waitress had an attitude.
Answer, Sherry.
Okay. My bad.
It makes me concerned because I want to hear what your answers are, and I want to be able to understand.
The only way to control things is for us to know.
I don't want you to find her.
We're not going to find her.
She's the reason why I get to see my children every day.
The cop just said we're not going to find her. She's still trying to play this story. I don't want this woman to get in trouble. I don't want you to find her. And the cop says we're not going to find her. She doesn't exist. It's a made-up story.
I agree, but we're not going to find her.
This is why I hate Sherry so much. You guys remember Sherry last night? Was that her name? Was it Sharon? What was the woman's name from last night that I fucking flipped out on for like 20 minutes?
The reason? What do you mean by that?
She means the younger one let her go.
Yeah, she ended up in jail.
So you're referring to?
The younger woman who let her go. So it wasn't one of the suspects. It wasn't one of the Lesicans. It was actually a third woman that I think lived in the house with her.
We're not going to find her. And we can just skip to the rock into the water and ruffle up the pond if we want to now. Again, this is your last opportunity. This is the last time if you want to do this alone or with Keith. Keith's been through this also on a different level. So I'm ready to move on and throw the dart and throw the rock and see what happens to the water. But Sherry, look at me. What do you want?
I don't want her to get in trouble.
She's not going to get in trouble. So
she doesn't exist.
Back to James Reyes.
The DNA that was on you belongs to James Reyes.
The picture, and can I get the picture?
Everything's from your ex-boyfriend. The car came back. The DNA come back. The house is James Reyes. He rolled over on her, by the way. As soon as cops started sniffing around, he's like, hell yeah, I shot her with a hockey pucks.
The picture of the table is James Reyes' little brother who died recently. We talked to him. We've been on a polygraph. We talked to everybody around him. We have the rental agreements, phone rental, the car rental agreements. We have everything that says that he said he told the truth.
They ended up just moving on. She never did decide whether she wanted him in there or not. They ended up just going on. She wouldn't decide. She kept saying, I don't want her to get in trouble, but there is no younger her. So her story was that these two lesbians assaulted her and kidnapped her and took her to this place, but a younger woman that also lived in the house or a neighbor or something, somehow a younger woman came and found her, saw her one time, then came back later and released her. And that's why she gets to see her kids every night and all that shit.
That's James' brother, deceased Nick.
That's right, Yeller Nuts.
So everything, you've told us so many truths in this situation. The reason why you can describe the room is because you stayed in the room in the dark for hours, for days on end. The reason why you lost so much weight is because
She did lose like 86 pounds or something. She stayed in this room for days on end in the complete dark. She wanted him to hit her, but he couldn't do it. So he ended up shooting her with hockey pucks out like a hockey puck launching machine to give her the bruises. Like, yeah, they all see, there's a picture of her down in the bottom left-hand corner, all bruised up. Like she kind of treated it like a traumatic event, but she set it all up herself.
Because you stopped eating. The reason why you got a rash on your arm was because you cleaned his house. The reason why the brand is because he went to the store.
Oh yeah, she branded herself.
Bought the branding tools and branded you. The reason why your nose was broke is because of a hockey stick.
Hockey stick.
I know all of those things, and I know there was no sex. I know all of that because he passed a polygraph test that said. I know all of those things, and I know there was no sex. I know all of that.
I know all those things. I know there was no sex because they wanted to make sure that he just didn't do it and she was lying about it to protect him or something.
Because
for attention, Breenie Boo.
That said,
Breenie Boo.
She asked me to come get her.
No. She asked me to come get her.
Car. No. I drove up and picked her up.
No. No.
You passed the polygraph test, Sherry.
We just hit 1,000 messages already on Restream chat. Holy shit.
If that's not what happened, what did happen, Sherry?
I don't know.
He's pissed, dude. No. He's thinking, I wish I would have got a chance to break your fucking nose.
There's no way.
Bitch.
Dude, there's no way.
You said you were too traumatized to put out for the last 4 years. I'm all built up over here.
There's no way.
The DNA
I could probably break your nose just with a good blowjob.
doesn't lie. His DNA was on you.
There's no way.
There's the pills.
Saw you in the house while you were down there. While everything spun out of control, his cousin. Why everything ran out of control on the initial.
We haven't got there yet, Derek.
There's no way.
It's 100% Robert's or James's DNA.
We even collected blonde hairs from the room.
But this is going to be used against me by Australian people that don't like me. But if this was me, those cops might have to pull me off of her. If it's been 4 fucking years and she's been running around, parading this around, telling these lies and shit, lying to me, they might have to pull me off of her.
There's no way it's James. There's no way.
Why are you saying it's not James?
She better hope I didn't bring a hockey stick with me.
Why are you saying it's not? What's up?
We were friends.
Mm-hmm.
There's no way.
And he came and got you because he
Oh, yeah. I had Mariah up in the corner and you come and knocked on the door.
asked him.
No.
When was the last time you had contact with James?
It was 4 years between her abduction story and when they actually confronted her about it. And she got in trouble, went to jail.
His brother died.
Brother died in 2017. Is that right?
I don't remember.
Was it before or after the abduction? Before.
When was the last time you saw James?
Yeah, you were here when we talked about it. You had just had too many gummies.
In Southern California.
For 15 months.
Rolo on the 15-month subscription. Rolo Tomosi. Yeah, every time I see your name, it reminds me of when you were around the first time. You guys remember Loxley? I haven't heard from him in a while. Hope he's doing well. And Dark Matter, Dark Matter was in here the other day watching.
So the last person-to-person contact you had with him was back in 2006? When you were living in Southern California?
Rolo makes ice cream.
No.
Loxley did crypto. Dark Matter's a computer programmer. They were some of my first big supporters when I was on Twitch.
So was it prior to your marriage?
It's him. There is no way it's him.
Well, it is James.
The DNA tells us that it was his DNA on you.
The DNA alone says it's him. And when we talk to him, confront him with the DNA,
told us what happened.
He 100% told us what happened.
And gave us details that nobody else would know.
Raina and Zay. Damn, there's a bunch of people that were here like in the beginning that are not I mean that they come back from time to time, but they're not always around either. Damn, there's a bunch of people. It's crazy. Damn, yeah, there's a bunch of people that have come and gone from like the old days.
And we can call him and we can all talk about it. But ultimately, can you look at me for a second? Ultimately, we put him on a polygraph like we did Keith.
Puck you. I forgot about Puck you.
To be honest with you, on whether he was involved or not.
He's still in Discord.
100%.
He has a different Twitch name. What's his Twitch name? Is it American something?
Telling the truth.
A8? A8 and on?
He asked you to come pick her up. He answered yes. That was the truth on a polygraph. We asked him if the two of you ever...
And Dr. J's been here forever. I can't get rid of her ass.
During 2016.
During 2016, during the abduction, he said no. That was the truth. We asked him if you asked him to brand you. The answer was yes. And he passed the polygraph.
Black Crow, yeah.
All of those questions.
Do you guys know the story? We can skip this now. I just wanted you to see how awkward it was. He's picking his fingernails now. He's like, fuck this bitch. You guys heard the story about the guy that was used to rob trains and they ended up killing him, and like the marshals or something killed him, rangers, and nobody claimed his body, so a mortician set him up in the corner as like an advertisement and charged people to like sit with him or take a picture with him. And then he went on a carnival, and then he was stored in a warehouse, and then he was used on a couple different movie sets. And his body stuck around so long, they ended up covering him in a layer of wax. After he was embalmed, they ended up covering him in a layer of wax and paint to make him look presentable. But he ended up staying so long that they forgot that he was a real human and thought he was just a mannequin until his arm fell off one day. And there was rotten flesh and bone in there. You guys remember? It was like 70 years he was on display. And at first they knew he was a dead guy. And they like charged people to like take pictures with him. But then at the end, they just thought he was like another mannequin. I forget what that guy's name was. I saw a story on it the other day. It was crazy. I'd heard the story before, but that's just wild. The last time he was on a movie set, or they were trying to move him to get to a different mannequin they were going to use, and he was like hung from a set of gallows. And when the guy went to like swing him out of the way, his arm fell off. And when he saw bones and rotten flesh, he called the cops. But yeah, his body was like on parade for like 70 years. So long that they fucking forgot. They forgot that he was not a mannequin. All right, I got a Twitch video or a TikTok video, and then we'll move on to well, is Phil gonna settle?
Just gifted 1 subs.
Thank you very much, Bubble Swick. Or Bubbles Wick. Thank you very much for the 1 gifted sub. I appreciate that. You're a good guy. Don't let anybody tell you any different. Let's see what we grabbed from TikTok today. Johnny's still around every once in a while. I see him watching on
Cool.
Oh, this is about Donnie Baker. This guy was an awesome comedian and actor. If you don't know who Donnie Baker was, he's like, I swear to God, man. He's like a real country like character, but that's a character he plays. His name is actually Ron Sexton, and he plays a bunch of different characters. He's actually pretty talented. You'll see Johnny sometimes. He doesn't chat much, but I see him watching on Twitch every once in a while. Here you go. But he wasn't like an original person. He was here for a while. Then he left for a while, and he come back for a while, and now he's gone again. But like, yeah, I'm talking about like 3 years ago, the people that were around. All right, here's a tribute to Donnie Baker. You can see some of the characters he plays.
Cool.
He just died of a heart attack.
No lights and action. Cinematic history.
In a cemetery? Awesome. He had a really good character. Kobe. Swear to God. One of his favorite jokes, one of his jokes I used to repeat all the time, it might be in this tribute, was I think they asked him what his nickname would be or something like that, or a nickname or alter ego or something like that, a superhero name. And he says, Donnie Baker, the bastard maker, I'll put a baby in you. I used to say that all the time. Donnie Baker, the bastard maker, I'll put a baby in you.
Cool. Let's do that one more time, and then I'll get some close-ups. Ready? Ready.
11 years of
Mr. Soprano, you're driving down the road and a song comes
So that's him too right there. He plays a soprano character, Mr. Soprano.
off immediately. What song was it?
Oh, shit. Give me a second on this one. Something annoying. Well, I think there's got to be a song that just that's repetitive and annoying. What is it? Baby Shark, but
Yeah, he died a couple days ago from a heart attack.
Baby Shark.
Hey, Mr. Soprano, a song comes on and you turn it off immediately.
Oh, the Baby Shark. I mean, it's over and over and over. It repeats itself. Creates road rage. Jesus.
A conspiracy theory that might be true.
I don't believe dinosaurs ever here. Look at the pterodactyl. I mean, if you could fly with leather wings, every hairband would have lost their lead singer during migration.
That's a good character. That's a completely different voice. It was a good character. I'm sure you've seen him somewhere. Most people have.
It's an old joke.
He was all over social media for years.
No, so here's a question. Do you want to acknowledge the camera at all at any point in this video?
I don't think so.
Okay, cool.
He was on. He got his start on the. Is this the Bob and Tom show? Yeah. Bob and Tom show is where he became famous.
The rock wrestler.
Something in Atlanta. Got the rock of Gibraltar.
What is it again? That's right. Yeah, Gibraltar. That's right.
That's his real voice right there. He's not in character.
That's fine. That's good though. That's perfect.
See, Desert Doxies, thanks for joining us.
Hey man, this is Donnie Baker. When I travel through Georgia, I make sure I go to my favorite part of the state, Savannah's. You think about it. The rocks from here, the Rock of Gibraltar's, and the Rock of Ages. And the fact remains, of all the landmarks here in Savannah, my favorite hits my ears, and I listen to it every day. The Rock of Savannah, and I just forgot the damn call letters. State law. I-95. Shit. Okay, I-95.
Hey, Mr. Soprano, can you do an impression of someone famous?
Oh yeah, the little prick from Fat.
Yeah, he fights with his neighbor. Yeah, when he does that, I just got a boat, and my neighbor said, yeah.
That's the island. The plane.
Let's see if there's a best of. He just died, and he was a good character. He made me laugh. Best.
So obscure, but
Donnie.
Oh, that's perfect.
I had to do something that I could go up high.
Best of Donnie Baker. There he is. I want you to see him out of character.
I'm Donnie Baker, and I'm here to report a violation of statute of limitations to Court 7. I ain't filed the paperwork, but I want this on the record. This is where my boat used to be. I come home from work, my boat's been impounded. And I just built this boat ramp, so I want the state to reimburse me for all that lumber, okay? Because my boat, now I've got to mow this now. And some nights I would sleep in it. You not only impounded a boat, you took a whole room addition. All because my neighbor to the north told the homeowners association my boat was an eyesore. Well, so's your wife, Mitchell. We ain't supposed to have livestock in this neighborhood, yet you married a sea cow. Well, I'll say it.
I'll say it right to his face.
Right to his face. I'll say it right to his face in cursive, because he knows if he comes over, I'll scissor kick his gizzard and break his carotid artery.
When he says say it in cursive, he means cussing. And then I'll scissor kick his gizzard and break his carotid artery.
What am I going to do with this? This was my storage shed. This is where I kept her in the winter. And in the summers, when I was with Angel Skinner's, this was her stabbing cabin. But angels have wings, and she flew out of the relationship. I've got a couple air mattresses, a boat cover. Still got a hose in there, because that's how hot she'd get some days. I swear to God. And in her prime, she'd squirt back at it.
Ooh. Mariah. That's why I never hose you down. I'm afraid you're going to hose me down.
I got with Patty Ferguson, and she gained some weight before we broke up. She was eating bugles like Nabisco needed their bags back, so this came in handy because it was clown.
She ate bugles like Nabisco was needing their bags back.
Before we broke up, she was eating bugles like Nabisco needed their bags back, so this came in handy because it was climate controlled, and if my buddies caught us, I could just tell them that she was helping me move stuff. This is war, Mitchell. I don't deserve this. I'll turn his stepping stones into frisbees. I'll put bird feet on your bug zapper. I hate birds. I gotta go.
He always ends with, I gotta go. I don't know. I gotta go. I'll put bird feet on your bug zapper. I hate birds.
Glad I stopped drinking when I did. I just had no idea all them years I was drinking Beechwood Age tranny fluid. I swear to God, we're Budweisers. We're number one beer for years. Who should our spokesmodel be? Oh, Kid Rock?
Thank you for following, Murph Dog.
Hulk Hogan's? No, he's on bed rest. Should we get Jason Mimosas? No, let's get Steve
Jason Mimosas.
Garvey with aftermarket parts. I swear to God, last one beer presser, and that ain't for Tupac. That's for all the people paid the price to drink. I was baptized in Budweisers. Now they go off and do this. I stopped drinking 112 days ago, and I'm glad I got a head start. Mark Holmes. Yeah, man,
That's my favorite Kentucky joke. How you pronounce the capital of Kentucky, Tom? Is it Louisville or Louisville? And then you wait and you go, no, it's Lexington, dumbass.
Frankfurt. Yeah.
It's close.
He's on a roll.
He mixed it.
Yeah,
Hey man, this is Donnie Baker with some advice for you young millennial shit-ass TikTokers. You don't accumulate all this wealth in one day. Sure, it'd be nice to go off and hit a scratcher, you know? Do river dance right in front of the clerk right there at the gas station, you know? Just making it rain on my speedy points. But instead, I put the hard work in. Instead, I went to small engine repair class. M2 mowers under my boat, I'm gonna flip them fuckers, you know? That's another investment. I mean, regrets, yeah, I've had a few, but they were only misdemeanors. So put the hard work in. Don't be afraid to work hard. And second and foremost, dream a little. You know? No regrets. That's why they say hindsight's always 50-50. State law. Hey, man.
Oh, dude, he's so funny, dude. This is funny. Rest in peace, Donnie Baker. You know, Larry the Cable Guy is like Donnie Baker. He doesn't even have a southern accent. I think he's from fucking Florida.
Hey, man, it's Donnie Baker, the bastard maker. We're popping the hood, and for once, it ain't Angel Skinner's. Fact remains, we're live tonight in Tampa. You're about to hear more thunder than the last two AC/DC records. Cause tonight, my bunny's on Brandon Shepherd's. This 5-car. Tell us what you're going to be motoring tonight in.
Oh, we're getting ready to send this thing here at East Bay Raceway Park, so check us out.
I told people, you put my boat behind this thunder, you're guaranteed to have somebody drafting. I bet I bet you $30 you'll go faster.
Oh, I guarantee it.
And the boat behind it.
I'm Donnie Baker, and I'm going
He's
to
a
be a
legend.
pro baseball player. I swear to God, I am. A lot of people think you get in your mid-30s and your career's over, but like I always say, until they stop scouting, I ain't going to stop playing. The fact remains, I'm probably the best player I know of. My Little League...
You know, sadly, Donnie Baker reminds me a lot of Mariah's dad. He always thought he was like this super fucking bodybuilder, and he would wear like leather or like tiger stripe pants and shit.
Coach held me back because of...
No, he doesn't have a real accent. His accent is all a character he plays. Larry the Cable Guy. He's from like northern Florida or some shit. And the few times I've seen him out of character, you wouldn't even know he was from the South at all.
Had a decent curveball.
Which Florida's not really the South.
A certain range I've got.
It's like its own thing.
I basically put my hopes in this. I had a full ride scholarship to play ball at the University of Phoenix, but I had Tommy John surgery on both knees.
University of Phoenix. I had Tommy John surgery. University of Phoenix is online only, and he had a full-ride scholarship to play baseball there.
So I don't. Can we stop now?
Yeah, it's a character. You're right.
Pitcher, I can pitch.
Same with Donnie Baker.
What they call a rubber arm. I can throw right-handed for days. I can throw left-handed for days. A lot of people, you know, I'm basically amphibious. So I've told coaches before, put me on the mound. The secret to pitching for me is I like to check the runner when there's nobody on base. Throws a hitter off. I swear to God it does. This is third base. I've been there before, but usually it was after proms, man. But
I don't think he's on a secret squirrel mission. I think he's livid at this point. Mostly peaceful redhead. You want to know why?
Probably know more about
We'll talk about it in a minute.
than anybody I know of. Basically, my knowledge of the game, I've been taught in different ways, but I've also invented things. I like to get my lead at third base backwards. That way the pitcher thinks there's nobody even here. It's a lot easier to steal home, and with my martial arts expertise, I've been trained at Discount Karate to scissor kick the catcher, and I could even break his karate artery if I had to. So there's no chance of a
karate
situation at home. I win it every time.
He's funny.
Especially if I
It's
got
a
my
good
listener
character.
Oh, could you grab that? Tastes like cream soda. Hello, Bob and Tom Show.
I used to love Bob and Tom. Back when I was on the road, we would listen to it all. It was like a 4-hour show at one time.
Tom, it's Donnie Baker.
Hey, Donnie. By
okay?
God, it is.
Man,
River Confessions, I see you, Bama.
Hangovers that last about 38 days.
Oh, man.
I swear to God, this ain't been my week.
Yeah.
But I heard Christy talking about Sarah Misko and closed casket.
Yep.
I ain't surprised one bit, because they say it happens in threes. First, it was New Coke, then Crystal Pepsi, now Sarah Mist is off the board. Man, this is just more proof you can't compete with Mother Nature's nectar, Mountain Dew.
Uh-oh.
I swear to God.
Mountain Dew is made in John City, Tennessee.
Mountain Dew cleanse never felt better.
Oh, really?
We're going to watch one more because it was requested. It was Donnie Baker River Confessions. River Confessions. There it is. We'll listen to that one.
I'm Donnie Baker, and welcome to River Confessions.
That'll be the last time he answers his own fucking door. I tell you that much. Mostly peaceful redhead. You talking about Phil?
I'm a little nervous because I
Did you
do
like
this
it?
that
I
often.
could have sent you with some.
But I swear to God, it needs to be done. Sometimes you just gotta let stuff out. It's like exhaust fumes of honesty. And my probation officer told me it's good for me. So it helps me to prevent the rage fits. And I'm gonna confess something. I like to come by rivers like this. It gets me back with my natural self. That's why I drink Mountain Dew, because it's Mother Nature's nectar. Rivers are tributaries, and they're like our veins and membranes, and it all leads to the heart. Rivers lead to the fucking heart. This is my river.
I have that half a case of the regular ones, and that's because I bought 2 cases of the cherry one and already drank them. The cherry one's my favorite. It's called herbal. It's what we call it around here, but it is cherry flavored. But it's regular Dr. Enough, herbal Dr. Enough, and I like the herbal version.
For confessions. I admit it, I write poems. I swear to God I do. But my probation officer explained they ain't queer unless you put them in cursive. So I want to recite this one right to your face. It's entitled Innocent Horror. The sun comes up when they knock on that door. You walk in the dark because you're a whore. Nights are long and days never end. Your feet are sore, your back will only bend. The darkness that exudes inside your pores makes you feel like that dirty whore. You don't want this life no more. You claw, you scream, you yell. It's sore.
Right. Have you met Donnie Baker? How does he know How did he write this poem about you? I got the no clips after this.
One day, man. One day, I swear to God. Wide open river. Thing's probably got 30, 40 horses. This is proof of how them illegal Spaniards come over. Right here.
The Spaniards.
I know there's Spaniards on there.
Now he sounds like a Q-tard.
You don't
the Evergreen.
tread on this.
Don't tread on this.
There's Spaniards on there. I hope this goes virus. Innocent whore. You know the walk you've walked is long and hard. You've trained for this job because of what you've done before. You don't want this life no more. Why do you say this, that you're a whore? I trust that you have intentions that are good. Bills and deeds must be done and should. Things you do in bed are strange, but you're an innocent whore because you give change.
You're an innocent whore because you give change.
It's deep when you think about it. How much boat could a tugboat tug if a tugboat could tug? Shit.
Innocent whore. Donnie Baker YouTubes. All right, let's play some dono clips and we got some field content. Boat owners and guests only. He says, "Be my guest." Probably drugs. We don't want to hear about your daddy issues, Mariah. Come on now. Dono clips. Let's get them. Oh, the goldfish are here. Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh my God. What is wrong with my mods? They are forgetting who people are. Oh my God. Jesus Christ. All right, here we go. Dono clips. These are both from Thomas Mullen. Now, he did send me an email. So someone requested that Thomas do the Liam Neeson clip. And he says that Liam Neeson is from Ballymena. And it's a totally different accent than what he has from Belfast. He says, we have more accents for just a small country. I travel like 5 miles and it's a different accent. So, but he tried it. Here we go. My mods are fucking goldfish. That's what I call them. They have no idea what's going on.
But what I do have are very particular set of skills I have acquired over a very long career. Skills that make me a nightmare for people like you.
That's pretty good. That's pretty good. I'm playing it again.
But what I do have are very particular set of skills I have acquired over a very long career. Skills that make me a nightmare for people like you.
Good job, Thomas. Thank you very much. He actually donated both these. I told him, like, if he just wanted to email it to me, that was fine. But he sent in 2 donations. Here's another one. I don't know what this one is.
Just to make this clear, I don't do impressions. Liam Neeson is from Ballymena, I'm from Belfast. 2 different accents. But thanks anyway.
Ballymena. He says it out loud. Ballymena. He doesn't do impressions. Liam Neeson's from Ballymena. He's from Belfast. There are a lot of, we talked about this when I was on the show with Intel Lady. There are a lot of freaking different like accents in the UK. and in Ireland and in everywhere over there, right? There's a lot of, to be such a small country, I mean, it's a very, like, it's basically like not even the size of the South, and there's like hundreds of accents from different towns. It's crazy. Either way, good job. Thank you very much, Thomas, friend of the show. He donated the other night and left this one.
Hi, Will. Thomas from Belfast. When I cash in my Iraqi dinar, I'm moving to America. Can you pick me up?
Well, you cash in his dinar. Can I pick him up? Yeah, for sure. And this one.
Hey, Derek, it's me. I just heard Will Bird on in the background. My captor's watching him. They're talking about ransoms, I think. I think they're in on it together. I think they're on it.
And then this is probably my favorite one from last night.
You should watch Big Daddy Meat Stick.
You should watch Big Daddy Meat Stick. Is that what I really look like? Damn. I get some work done or something. It is frightening. All right, let's talk about what's going on with Phil. So the other night, I kind of slipped up because I wasn't sure if I was supposed to talk about it yet. But I'm like, maybe Phil's mad. I think I know why he's mad, but I can't tell you. Well, now I can tell you.
You're such a dick! Every day I wake up and I hope you're dead!
Good job, Mariah. Try to say I'm beautiful and you wake up and hope that I'm dead. Good job. Anyways, I was afraid I couldn't tell you the other day. Now I can tell you. Phil has been served. Why did Phil get served? It's a pleasure serving you. Why was Phil served? Well, let's just look at the complaint. This could be the beauty shop owner. Plaintiff Christine McCaslin hereby is alleged as follows. McCaslin is an individual in the resident of Los Angeles County. McCaslin is informed, believes, and thereon alleges that defendant Phil Godlewski is an individual and is a resident of Pennsylvania. The defendants named herein, those 1 through 500 inclusive, are unknown to McCaslin and who therefore sues such Doe defendants by such fictitious names pursuant to Section 474 of the Code of Civil Procedure. McCaslin is informed, believes, and thereon alleges that each fictitiously named Doe defendant is in some manner, means, or degree responsible for the events that happened herein alleged. McCaslin will amend this complaint to assert the true names and capacities of the fictitiously designated Doe defendants when the same have been asserted. McCaslin is informed, believes, and thereon alleges that Does 1 through 10 worked closely with Phil Godlewski to obtain and disseminate McCaslin's private information to the public via the internet and conspired to harm McCaslin. McCaslin is informed, believes, and thereon alleges that Does 11 through 99 are persons who stated false and defamatory statements about McCaslin online. McCaslin is informed and believes thereon that Does 100 through 125 are persons who have made physical threats of harm against McCaslin while physically present within Los Angeles County. McCaslin is informed, believes, and thereon alleges that Does 126 through 500 are persons who acted in concert with Godlewski to harm McCaslin. McCaslin is informed, believes, and thereon alleges that each defendant, whether expressly or fictitiously named, in addition to acting for itself, himself, herself, or themselves, and on its his, her, or their individual behalf, was at all times herein mentioned the principal agent, employee, partner, joint venture, co-conspirator, representative, or alter ego of some or all of the all other defendants, and at times herein mentioned committed such acts or omissions within the course and scope of such agency, servitude, employment, partnership, joint venture, conspiracy, representation, or alter ego relationship, with full knowledge and consent and authority and or ratification of some or all of other defendants. Los Angeles County Superior Court is the proper venue for this matter insofar as a dispute arises from activity occurring and damages incurred within Los Angeles County, California. McCaslin is a hairstylist with a business in Los Angeles County known as Salon Touche. Prior to May 2023, McCaslin business enjoyed positive reviews on Yelp and Google. Uh-oh. Positive reviews, you say? Positive reviews? Phil, you fucked up, bro. When you did that emoji and you fucking put her shit out there and then pointed at her and then did a bomb, are you fucking dumb, dude? Are you that fucking dumb? Yes, he's probably going to have, a lot of times it's first to file. But because she filed, this happened in, there were actual physical threats that took place at her location, and her location's in LA. He's going to have to travel for this, or at least his lawyer is. He might have to appear a couple times as well. Godlewski is a QAnon conspiracy leader and online personality. The Scranton Times-Tribune published an unflattering profile about Godlewski's past criminal charges involving a sexual relationship with a minor. In 2021, Godlewski sued that newspaper for defamation, and that matter is still pending. Other publications have covered Godlewski's notorious behavior, including Rolling Stones and the Daily Beast. In May of 2023, Godlewski posted to his over 300,000 Telegram social media followers a finger-pointing emoji, a bomb emoji, and a sunglasses emoji, along with McCaslin's address, phone number, and other identifying information. You doxed her, pointed at her, and used a fucking explode. He will have to hire California law. Yes, somebody that can work in California for sure. Are you shitting me? Imagine if I posted someone's name, address, personal information, a picture of them, whatever, and then pointed at them and put a bomb or a gun or whatever. Are you fucking dumb, dude? This in itself was a threat. Phil better settle this motherfucker is what he better do. I don't even know if she'd accept a goddamn settlement, but somebody better be stepping up to tell this dumb motherfucker that he's fucked. He's fucked. Talking about, I'm going to own it. I'm going to name it Phil's Taco Stand. The fuck out of here. He's a public figure too, yes, in court. Ruled on by the judge. He's admitted that he's a public figure. And Miss McCaslin is not a public figure. She's a private figure under the eyes of the law. Address, phone number, and unidentified information. Thereafter, McCaslin reached out to Godlewski in a private email exchange to inquire why he had doxed McCaslin. In the course of that private email exchange, McCaslin brought up the sexual allegations against Godlewski. In response, Godlewski posted to his Telegram followers McCaslin's LinkedIn profile, including a photograph and a copy of Godlewski-McCaslin private email exchange about Godlewski's sexual misconduct. Godlewski invited his followers. He told them, directed them where to brigade her fucking reviews. Then when he thought that Google reviews or whatever were down, he sent them to her Facebook and Yelp. He's dumb at Phil. Dude, you fucked up bad. I love when someone who thinks they're untouchable fucks up in such a way that someone just reaches out and says, boop, gotcha. Holy fuck. In response, Godlewski posted Telegram followers LinkedIn profile, including a photograph, a copy of Godlewski-McCaslin private email exchanges of Godlewski's sexual misconduct. Godlewski invited his followers to make a negative customer reviews of Miss Caslin's business, even if Godlewski's followers had never been a customer of McCaslin, which is illegal from the get-go. In a video posted about his intentions, Godlewski announced his intent to inflict harm. He told on himself, I'm going to fuck her up. I'm going to own her business. I'm going to turn it into a taco stand. I'm going to name it Phil's Tacos. Announced his intent to inflict harm and turn McCaslin's business into a taco stand. After his initial post, Godlewski made follow-up posts encouraging his followers to harass McCaslin further. Godlewski's followers complied with his demands. Since May 2023, McCaslin has received over 1,000 negative reviews on Yelp and Google from members of the public that have never used McCaslin's service. They also made negative posts on McCaslin's... I said Google, my phone's recording me. Members of the public never used McCaslin's services. They also made negative posts on McCaslin's Facebook and Instagram business accounts. In addition, McCaslin's phone number became essentially unusable because of non-customers using the phone number to harass McCaslin instead of booking an appointment. In addition to the online harassment, there was so he could say, if Phil would have come out and said, I don't want anybody to leave negative reviews, I don't want anybody to harass this person, I don't want anybody to go there and like I do. I always give disclaimers. You shouldn't harass this person. You shouldn't go out. You shouldn't be leaving reviews. You shouldn't show up on their YouTube channel. You shouldn't do anything. I'm just sharing my thoughts about this. He may have an out, but the pointing, the explosion, the sunglasses, and directly telling people to go do this, along with statements like your days are numbered, you filthy bitch. Imagine when a jury hears that a guy, a multimillionaire with hundreds of thousands of followers, Phil, imagine it's a normal human being is on a jury, and they hear that a multimillionaire with hundreds of thousands of followers was directed his audience to go leave negative reviews and spam the phone lines, and you were going to own the fucking place, and you were going to turn it into a taco stand, and then they read your exact quote from one of your followers that says, "Your days are numbered, you filthy bitch," that was taped to her window. A female. There's no way in hell that anybody looks at you in a positive light in this jury. Good fucking luck. When they hear there was a handwritten note on her door that said, "Your days are numbered, you filthy bitch," you're done. That's it. No one's voting in your favor. Ever. Unusable because a non-customer is using the phone number to harass McCaslin instead of booking an appointment. In addition to the online harassment, there was and continued to be real-world harassment of McCaslin. On May 6, 2023, a handwritten note with red writing was delivered to McCaslin's business stating, "Your days are numbered, you filthy bitch." A few days later, a second handwritten note was delivered to McCaslin's business stating, "You're going to pay. Everyone will watch you burn." McCaslin is informed, believes, and thereon alleges that Godlewski knew that by publishing McCaslin's contact information on the internet, that McCaslin would suffer economic and emotional harm. He literally said that. He literally said, leave a review. No one should be using this business because she emailed me about my sexual assault allegations. Phil, you're done, dude. You better figure out how many fucking zeros she wants. You're done, dude. You're fucking done. You will not win this case. You will not win this case. Not with these notes that were placed there and reported to the police and documented, and the stuff that you said and directed your followers to do. You're done. McCaslin's contact information, by publishing McCaslin's contact information on the internet, that McCaslin would suffer economic and emotional harm. McCaslin's information and belief is based upon, among other things, a May 2023 posting on Telegram where Phil Godlewski told over 300,000 of his followers to continue leaving reviews for McCaslin's business, even if they were never a customer. On May 7, 2023, McCaslin sent an email to Godlewski asking why he published her salon information online, and Godlewski stated, "You don't intimidate me. Your arrest is coming soon. I will own your salon within a year." Now, she's never committed any type of she's never taken any type of illegal action against Phil. So this is a fake threat. This is intimidation at least. Your arrest is coming soon. He has no reasonable belief about that. What's he going to do? Make up that the secret white hats were coming to arrest her? He has no evidence of that and no reason to believe that, but still he used it as a threat, trying to intimidate her. I will own your salon within a year. McCaslin's reputation has been irreparably harmed by Godlewski and Does 1 through 500. McCaslin incorporates by reference and realleges here in paragraphs 1 through 13 above defendant's publication of McCaslin's information over the internet and their encouragement of members of the public to harass McCaslin is extreme and outrageous behavior. Defendants acted with the intention of inflicting emotional harm on McCaslin. As directed and proximate result of the defendant's action, McCaslin has suffered emotional distress, lost income, and other damages. In committing the acts, absolutely she has. Emotional distress, lost income, and other damages. Imagine what you've got going on in your life, that on top of it, 300,000 fucking people are trying to destroy your business or trying to get you fired from your job if you don't own a business. In committing the acts described, this complaint defendants were guilty of oppression, fraud, or malice in that they were aware of the grievous harm to McCaslin that would be inflicted and intended for that harm to occur. As a result, McCaslin is entitled to a award of exemplary or punitive damages. Prayer for relief. Wherefore, McCaslin prays for judgment against defendants as follows. Compensatory damages according to proof at trial, but in excess of $50,000, so more than $50,000. They're going to prove it at trial how much she needs to be compensated for. Punitive damages on top of that. injunctive relief, like someone steps in and makes him fucking stop in some way, shape, or form. Costs and attorney's fees to the extent provided by law, so pay for her attorney, and costs, such other and different relief as the court may deem just and proper. Ooh, Phil. How's it feel to be? I'd be canceling shows too, motherfucker. I'd be canceling shows too. I'd cancel them all, buddy. Cancel all them fucking shows. How does he walk away from this? There's no fucking way, dude. There's no fucking way. He's a guy with what he claims are millions of viewers, definitely millions of dollars in the bank. He could do anything he wants. And if someone sends him an email asking why they were doxxed and then saying, hey, how's that fucking case coming out for you? I heard you were the 15-year-old or whatever is said. And he comes back by doxing them, their place of business, threatening that they would be arrested. This is the dumbest move he could have made. The finger pointing. The finger pointing. The bomb emoji. He's fucked. Dude's fucked. Dude is fucked. He will not win this case. If this goes to trial, he will not win. There's no fucking way. This is not happening. It will not happen. He can't. Could you imagine a jury when they see this? Can you imagine a jury when they see this? He can't prove that the salon owner did anything to him. He even says, hey guys, regarding the reviews on Google, Yelp, and other platforms to Salon Touche, there are people out there who are private messaging those that are leaving the reviews suggesting that they are illegal and that you committed a crime by leaving them. This is false. You left a review based on an email which was supplied to you, in which the owner of Salon Touche showed her true character. I shared the email with you, and you are now aware of how this owner speaks to people she does not know. You are 100% allowed to leave a review based on that email, even if you never step foot in the salon. I strongly believe everyone in the Redondo Beach area should know the true character of that business owner before deciding to patron that particular business or any business for that matter. What a fucking idiot, dude. What a fucking... How is he so dumb? What's up, Phil? Look at you thinking you're a Mr. Big Guy. Think again. Anybody that can't sustain an erection, hates their penis, and comes in their pants just texting a 15-year-old girl is far from being a badass. What's your damn problem with me? You got your little friend Katie J, also known as Jessica Green, feeding you information because you're too stupid to get it yourself. Aren't you the top and on computer hacker that goes on secret scroll missions for President Trump and is involved with a 3-letter agency? Isn't that you, Lamau? No, that's not you, Phil. You're a convicted criminal. You groom 15-year-old girls. You have inappropriate sexual relationships with minors. You're a fucking loser. This is what was said to him, by the way. And if he would have sent back a mean email, that would have been the same. But he didn't. He went way above and beyond. And his email's public. Anybody can send him a mean email. And he can't even prove that this is her. When he had everybody hate raid her fucking reviews, this could have been I could have made an account called Miss McCaslin, Redondo Beach. He's so fucking dumb. You're an embarrassment. You're a grifter. You're a shill. You're an embarrassment not only to your poor mother, but to your children. You're going to be a forever stain on your boy's life. So tell me, what did you get in exchange for posting my salon information on your Telegram channel yesterday? Did you get a motorboat, Katie J's big sloppy tits? Tell me, Phil. It'll be fine. You clearly have all my information, so why don't you give me a call? We could have a little chat. Do you got what it takes? Nah, silly me. No, silly me. Have a nice rest of your day. You two pump chump. We'll be in touch. We'll be in touch. Nothing she did goes anywhere near the level of what he fucking did. In no way, shape, or form. This guy is a fucking lunatic. A fucking lunatic. He posted it before that. Let's see. He posted her. So basically, that was the email after she found out that she had doxed him. He posted it. And then says, so this is how the owner of the salon speaks to people she doesn't know. I wouldn't do business with this person, would you? It appears she has deleted her Google review account. She still has Yelp and Facebook, though. I would think that people who have read the email above would want to alert the public of the type of person she really is. I know I would. My apologies. The Google account is still active. He then shows a review he left that says the owner of the salon, who I didn't even know personally and never met, writes me harassing email, calling me all sorts of vulgar names. She also takes part in defaming my character on a regular basis via multiple social media, blah, blah, blah. He claims he cannot prove there's multiple social media, any fucking thing. And it says, quote, Pebbles Flintstone is probably going to have an interesting morning. Anyways, back to business. Who's ready for a matinee live tomorrow? Manatee. But before that, he shares her shit up here. And he says, ready, set, sunglasses, point, bomb. And it is a picture of her Google review for Salon Touche. And it had a 5.0 review at the time. It averaged 5.0s. He said himself he does not know me. That's exactly right. And he says, ready, set, sunglasses, point, and then bomb. Like, blow it up, basically. Direct instructions through emojis. He's just fucked up. He says 3 arrests have been made, 2 last night and the other one this morning. Remember when he said 3 people had been arrested for fucking with him? He claimed that 3 people had been arrested for fucking with him. Where are they? Who were they, Phil? This was back in May the 6th. He claimed that 3 people had been arrested for fucking with him. What happened to him? He says, I can confirm. What? What happened to, where are they? Those 3 people that were arrested for fucking with you. What happened, Phil? Where's those 3 people that were arrested? They being tried yet or what? What a fucking retard. What an idiot. Holy shit. He's so dumb to do this and to call his follower. He's fucked, dude. He's fucked. 2 arrests have been made and 1 more in the morning. I can confirm. Just heard these arrest warrants are federal. Yikes. He had felony people arrested. As felons. Thank you.
I'm a little bit drunk cause I'm drinking. I'm a little bit drunk cause I'm drinking.
What happened, Phil? Where you been? Thank you very much for the donation. I appreciate that. PR, you betcha. Here's his video.
What up, fam? Just wanted to give you guys a little bit of news.
I think he thinks that he's Eminem.
That you may or may not want to hear, but I'm going to announce it anyway. There have been, as of this afternoon, it's about 4 o'clock here on the East Coast, there have been...
This has secretly been going on, and everybody has been gathering screenshots. Everybody that I could get to help, everybody that I could put it down. If you sexting during your honeymoon didn't affect Carrie, you giving up, I don't know, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 zeros worth of money is definitely going to affect Carrie. She's liable to get so mad her teeth fucking straighten out.
3 arrest warrants issued for members of... I'm going to announce it anyway. There have been, as of this afternoon, it's about 4 o'clock here on the East Coast, there have been 3 arrest warrants issued for members of the hate group, the Phil hate group that's on Telegram. Charges ranging from terroristic threats.
It's been over. Hold on, let me see. Well, I'm going to keep this, but hold on just a second. It's been 5 months since the DEA was arresting me. It's been God works in mysterious ways. He sees everything. Judgment Day is coming for CBC. Just heard from a source that Will Byrd has an open DEA case against him. Be arrested soon. Lorelei says, who is Will Byrd? He says, nobody, Lorelei. Literally nobody. I was told that my Rumble channel had more raw views than any other live streaming channel on the entire Rumble platform for 2022. Wrong. Lies. Wrong. You know, they're inviting their top fucking channels down to their headquarters. They've never invited you. Weird, huh? They also published documents about their top performers. You weren't on it. I asked them about not having an account. They said you're full of shit. Weird. Very, very weird.
To stalking and a whole bunch of other shit. I don't even know what it all is. But my legal team has been pursuing certain members of that group for, probably about 6 months now. And it turns out that some of them have broke the law. And there's going to be an arrest and, obviously, most likely a trial afterwards. The civil suits, the defamation and slander and libel stuff, that's yet to come. But you're about to see 3 members be arrested.
If you guys don't have it, I just sent it to Mark if he wants to download it.
For what they've done to me and to a lot of you online. I've been saying this for quite a while, but the social media, any platform on social media, whether it's Telegram, Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, you can't just say what you want to say.
Telegram is literally the exception. You can't prove who you are on Telegram unless you're the account owner and admit to it literally in videos, you fucking retard.
About someone, and you certainly can't take it to the level of threatening someone or their family or anything like that, like they've done to
That's
a lot
right,
of us.
Stephanie.
So
Stephanie's got it figured out. I don't know what y'all don't get. If you make fun of Phil, jail. If you call Phil out, jail. If you speculate about his hairline, jail. You fuckers. That's ridiculous. Well, I just found out the arrest warrants are federal.
Jessery says, enjoying the content Papa brings to you? Support the show at https://www.coldbeer.fund.
The website's back up. Yay!
3 arrest warrants have been issued. I'm not going to get into any specifics about those.
Yeah, because no one's been arrested. If you would have said John, Jane, and Bill, they'd have been like, well, John, Jane, and Bill aren't arrested. They're in chat right now. I just heard these arrest warrants are federal.
Warrants just yet. I'm not going to say where they were issued from, what jurisdiction they were issued from. But I told you guys a while ago, I take this stuff very.
He's got some big ass, weird looking fucking earlobes. Have you guys ever noticed? Hold on. His earlobes, fucking, not his ear, his earlobes stick away from his head. And they are big, nasty looking, it looks like nodules. Look at that. They're so fucking big, they like curl up. This was his normal teeth, by the way. Look at his fucking ear. Blech.
But I told you guys a while ago, I take this stuff very seriously. I hired an entire investigative team, as well as...
That's what I'm saying, Shaq. Shaq to the Future says, yes, his earlobes are nasty. I noticed it, but I thought maybe it was too petty to fucking call it his earlobes. But now they're fucking invading my fucking vision. So everything's fair now.
Team of attorneys to specifically monitor that group and monitor the activity of that group once they had probable cause. There was actually
Your attorneys don't decide what probable cause is. Your attorneys don't issue arrest warrants, you fucking retard. You're telling me that your attorneys monitored a group where they can't tell who anybody is because Telegram will not work with them, and they went to the FBI and got federal arrest. Got it.
Warrants that were issued for surveillance of some of the members. So we have a lot of things that came from cell phones.
Yeah, they're trying to grow over, but girl.
But it took a long time. I had to kind of
the ambulance chaser. He calls an attorney.
You know, the insults and the defamation and the terrible words and the things that they've done to me and my followers for a while now. But that's all coming to an end. And
I don't think anybody's done anything terrible to your followers, but try to fucking wake them up. You want to assert that we're somehow mean to your followers. Kathy H makes all kinds of weird claims. The KDJ's group loves to bring up the fact that I found out what town some decrepit old fucking lady lived in and asked her how the weather was. No one knows what fucking doxing is, you fucking retards. Doxing is when not only do you put out someone's name and location, usually an address, but you also do it with intent to harm. If I say, how is Bellevue, Oklahoma? That's not doxing an old lady, you stupid fuck.
Hopefully, the people that do get arrested sends a wake-up call to the rest of them.
Kathy H knows I read all her messages, so she doesn't send as many now. I got people that watch all the time. Let me actually go see while this is playing out. I'll look.
But maybe not. We'll see. But regardless, I told you guys I was going to pursue this. I told you guys that I was never going to let up as long as these people exist and continue to do the things that they do. And that's that. So I know a lot of you don't care about this kind of stuff, but I know a lot of you, many of you, send me a lot of things privately that somebody has said or done about me. And I think that this particular group and a lot of people that are on the internet, not just this group, but a lot of people that are out there, think that the internet and social media is just the Wild West and you can do or say what you want with absolutely no consequence to those actions whatsoever. That's false. There are consequences to things that you say about people online and threats that you make to people that are online in any platform whatsoever. So now the real fun begins. Let them deal with their legal stuff. It'll be between them and their district attorney or their local authorities. And I'll swoop in afterwards after the charges are made and they're convicted of. I'll swoop in afterwards with the civil stuff. So to date, just so you guys know,
after they're arrested, I'll sweep in with all my civil stuff. After their judgment comes. He doesn't have cases, civil or fucking criminal.
I have spent somewhere between $250,000.
You can't just say whatever you want. Literally, you can, especially on Telegram. Now, when you get into actual factual claims about someone, like, he's going to have to, because he's a public figure now, he has to prove that not only did he not do the things that you claimed, but you should have known, or you already knew and said, I don't give a fuck, I'm still spreading bullshit just because I don't like him. There has to be malicious intent now, you fucking idiot.
$500,000 on investigators, attorneys, and otherwise. That's false. There are consequences to things that you say about people online and threats that you make to people that are online in any platform whatsoever. So
yeah, it wouldn't be a district attorney. It would be a grand jury or a U.S. attorney.
The real fun begins. Let them deal with their legal stuff. It'll be between them and their district attorney or their local authorities. And I'll swoop in after.
Except it's a federal charge, remember?
Afterwards, after the charges are made and they're convicted of, I'll swoop in afterwards with the civil stuff. So, to date, just so you guys know, to date, I have spent somewhere between $250,000 and $500,000.
Justice Department, so basically the FBI, the DEA, the ATF, those are the people who bring federal charges. And there's no way that his ambulance chaser and lawyer somehow monitored a Facebook group or a Telegram group long enough to get the fucking FBI involved. Get the fuck out of here.
Others on investigators, attorneys, and otherwise to not only find out who these people
just
were,
that
but to
good,
monitor
Scooter
them
Hoon.
and see if any real threats actually exist. And it turns out that 3 of them do.
Yeah, because he has no idea how much money he's paid. He tried to send a fucking invoice as if I was being monitored by his lawyers. I called his law office and was like, hey, I just saw my name on an invoice, kind of weird. And they're like, oh, yeah, we had to review and write a transcript of a video because it's being used in the Scranton Times case. But he wanted his followers to believe that they had spent hours researching me. They watched one of my videos and transcribed it for the case.
Really happy that this is going to get settled. I'll reveal more details after everything goes down. I might not even reveal anything until the cases are complete against the litigants or criminals, whatever you want to call them.
I might not reveal it till the cases are complete against the criminals or litigants, whatever you want to call them. Phil, you've been serviced.
Thank you all for your support. Thank you all for.
It had to be better than Carrie. I'd be afraid her fucking tooth would get hung up on it. Skin that motherfucker. She was servicing me.
For sending me things.
I mean, I would do it, and I think Mariah would forgive me just because I'm Mr. Fuck Your Bitch. But I would be very nervous about those scissors she calls teeth.
That have to do with
those fucking enamel-covered scissors, all fucking yanked out and sideways and shit.
Safety, my life, my family, and otherwise. And I'll keep you guys posted as more things are about to drop.
But he never posts us. He never updates us. He never keeps us posted. 3 people were getting arrested and then they weren't. How strange. Just found out they're federal warrants. Oh, really? We never heard anything back from it. From your federal warrants. That's strange. I feel like we would have gotten an update or something. No? Oh, what a fucking idiot. What an idiot. Just heard the arrest warrants are federal. Then someone says, Phil must know people. And he says, yeah, a few. Yeah, people that want to avoid you. Or people that you fucking allegedly fucked a 15-year-old in their house they bought. I wonder if they can bring a class action. Because you allegedly committed pedophilia in the houses that they would buy later on. Fucking idiot. Remember when he wanted you to bet on 2 Phils? The horse 2 Phils? How could this horse not win? Seriously. Fucking idiot. Oh. This guy has lost it. By the way, 2 Phils retired. I just saw that in the news the other day. I guess I had searched 2 Phils at one time, and Google popped up and told me that it had retired. It had some type of fractured bone in its leg, and by retired, I think they just took it out to the great pasture in the sky. Oh, this guy's done for. He's done, dude. You cannot mobilize an army of your fans, cheer them on, send them death threats, harassment, fake fucking reviews, continue to support them when people are like, hey, you probably shouldn't be doing that. It sounds like it might be illegal, or maybe you're not supposed to be doing that. And you're like, fuck it. It's not illegal. Keep going. Everybody should know about this bitch. You're so fucking dumb. Here's his post he made. Right there, it says ready, set, sunglasses, point, explosion. That's the emojis. If you can't see him, this is his first call to action in his group. And there's Salon Touche with a 5.0 in Redondo Beach. And he says, sunglasses, point, explosion, bomb. Clearly a threat. And just above that's where he says, 3 arrests of the hate group have been made. 2 last night and the other one this morning. And more good news, Jeanette Geary is back. Time to get served. You didn't know how true that was, did you, Phil? Time to get served. Time to get served. You know what we were trying to do? We were trying to work it out to see. He prayed for me in my Give, Sing, Go. I bet he did. I bet he did. He forgot to pray for himself. We were trying to see if I could be certified to show up and to show up and service Phil, to show up with the documents there and see if I could get it to him. That would have been very funny. That'd have been so funny. Jesus, that'd have been funny. If I would have knocked on Phil's door, with his with this paperwork to serve him from Los Angeles County, California. That's what we should have done. We should have done it. Jesus. We were going to crowdfund it, but we couldn't think about how to raise money and crowdfund it without Phil finding out. But that would have been funny. That would have been very funny. I'm trying to see the, let's see all. I'm trying to see something here. Hold on. I wanted to see if we could see Phil's prayers. I know that she can on her end. I wonder if we could. I think maybe all I can see is donations. I'm not sure. Oh, he's in trouble. You're about to be arrested. You're going to be arrested. And I'll own your salon. Make sure you guys, hey, can the mods drop her Give, Sing, Go? She's still paying for all these legal fees as well. You guys can drop, I got it. Never mind, I got it. It's givesinggo.com/God1, G-A-H-D, God1. There you go. I thought he was off on a mission. Yeah, he wasn't. It's weird. It's weird. He was supposed to be running around on a mission, and he answered the door and got serviced. Oh, no. Oh, no. Oh, no. Here's another one.
I guess I have to address this. If you don't want to hear about lawsuit or any of that crap, just tune out now. Just hit the X and tune out.
This is called defamation is spreading.
There were some... First of all, I wasn't going to address this, but these idiots in the hate group are messaging a lot of my followers and engaging in widespread defamation, which is really going to come back to haunt them at another time. But regardless... several nights ago, there were some discovery documents which became public, which that in itself it doesn't matter. Anyway, they became public, and purportedly they are conversations between me and the victim in the case, Brie Dubourgel. Now, for those of you that don't know,
this is posted around the same time. It was just below that other one.
In a lawsuit against a major news publication, multi-million-dollar, potentially hundreds of millions of dollars worth of verdict once we get to jury trial. versus the Scranton Times Shamrock, which is the parent company of the Scranton Times. Journalist Chris Kelly, who is an award-winning journalist in our area, defamed me by saying that I slept with a 15-year-old girl, that I was a pedophile, and that I was also a domestic terrorist, calling the cadence of what happened on January 6th. So now that I sued the Times...
Listen how dumb this guy is. He says, I'm so sick of seeing poll numbers. DeSantis versus Trump, with Trump up and big and DeSantis falling. Trump winning over Biden by, quote, 5 points. DeSantis losing to Biden. Enough. These elections are, this is Phil saying here, not me. He claims these elections are fucking rigged. Nothing has been done to change the rigging. You could have Jesus Christ on the ballot and he would lose a rigged election. So basically he's claiming that all these elections are rigged. But then listen how dumb he sounds. Hillary Clinton was up by 19 points heading into the 2016 election and lost. So now you claiming that Donald Trump cheated to win the 2016 election? You fucking retard. Is that what you're claiming?
They have to prove all that's true. So in the discovery phase of a lawsuit, which is prior to depositions and also prior to jury selection and jury trial.
By the way, at the end of this post, he says it's 2023 or bust. Start pushing that narrative. Stop reading and repeating the 2024 bullshit. So what do you think he's going to do December 31st, 2023 when nothing happens?
Before it actually gets to court, documents come out that are found by the defendants, in this case, which is the Scranton Times, to try to prove that what they said about me is true. So far, they haven't tried to prove anything about me being a terrorist, which is interesting because they're going to lose substantially on that as well. But they're trying desperately to prove.
They didn't say that. They said that you were beating the drum as if you were leading some of this march. And at the time, you were a big influencer with ties to QAnon. I think they can prove that easily.
That I am a pedophile and that I did sleep with a minor while I was over.
They don't have to prove that you did. You have to prove that you didn't. And they knew that and printed it anyways, or they should have known that. Any reasonable person would know that. And that's bullshit. All the information we have says you did it and you took a plea deal. So there's no way that they knew different. There's no way that they should have known different.
Ironically, for those of you that don't know, this case has been adjudicated. I was arrested for something like 8 felonies and 13 misdemeanors way back in 2008, 2009. I went to court and all of the charges were dismissed except one, which was a corruption of morals charge, basically.
Corruption of minors. Corruption of minors. Big difference between corruption of morals and corruption of minors.
Which, by the way, has nothing to do with sexual anything.
So if you're not a public, this is where he fucked up. His ego's so goddamn big, it was easy to get him to admit to be a public figure. You can look this up in Pennsylvania law. Basically, if you're a private figure and a newspaper, somebody with a platform or whatever, all you have to prove is that it didn't happen. That's it. This didn't, or they have to prove that it did happen, one of the two. Usually it's on the person who makes the claim, so they would have to prove it did happen. When you become a public figure, when you admit, or the court rules that you're a public figure, he just admitted it and the court ruled on it. The judge signed off on it. But when you admit or they prove that you're a public figure, it flips. Not only, this is to protect people that, like, you might want to write a story about the president or a movie star or an MLB baseball player, and you can't write it because they have money and you're afraid they'll sue you into oblivion and you can't technically prove it even though everybody knows that happened. So when you're a public figure or a limited purpose public figure, which is something they have in Pennsylvania, it flips. You have to prove it didn't happen. We can pull the law up. You have to prove it didn't happen, and they should have known or they did know and had, it's called utter disregard for the truth. So they just said, fuck it. We know he didn't do it, but we're printing it anyways because fuck that guy.
If you read the code is, I believe, 6301. It's a first-degree misdemeanor. Has nothing to do with sexual anything at all. And it basically says that a person above the age of 18, me.
It literally does have, before they changed the law that year, it literally did include sexual stuff. What he was charged under literally does include, in the M1, includes having sex with a minor under the age of 16. They changed it after that year because laws are drastically changing. They were doing Amber Alerts, this, that, and the other, and they moved that to a felony and separated it from that. You can literally see the update, and the year they did it was 2010.
Did corrupt or did intend to corrupt the morals of someone under the age of 18.
By the way, Phil's going to have to explain how he corrupted their morals, and there is a set. If he did not have sex with her, then he's going to have to tell how he did corrupt the minors. Because there's literally, it's not just texting her. Absolutely 100%, that does not fit the narrative. He can't just say, well, I did text her and I shouldn't have been texting her, like he's claiming. You have to aid, abet, entice, or encourage any minor in the commission of a crime, knowingly assist or encourage such minor in violating their parole or a court order, or commit a misdemeanor, or the sexual part that used to be included. It no longer is. They moved it to felony. Or the sexual part, right? So where does it say, oh, I was just texting her and I probably shouldn't have been? Or I just bought her a hat and I probably shouldn't have? Violating his or her parole or court order. Where's it at, Phil? The thing they've changed is whoever being at the age of 18 years old and upwards by any course of conduct in violation of Chapter 31 relating to a sexual offense corrupts or tends to corrupt the morals of any minor less than the age of 18 who aids, abets, or entices or encourages any such minor in the commission of an offense under Chapter 31 commits the felony of the third degree. They moved the sexual part to the lowest felony, from the highest misdemeanor to the lowest felony in 2010. So if he's going to say I did, his claim is I did corrupt her morals. How? It's not texting. You had to convince her to do a crime, to commit a crime. You had to convince her to violate her probation. You had to convince her to violate a court order, something of that, or the sexual part. One of the four.
That is what it says. That is what I pled to. There were no circumstances surrounding that, meaning that no particular incident.
A lot of times with young girls and older guys, it's just that they're different, that they feel special. I know it sounds fucked up, but when you're a 15-year-old girl and you think like a 20-something-year-old guy would be interested in you, you feel special. You feel different. You feel like you're something different, and because they're interested, you don't feel like, oh, that's well, if this happens, obviously you don't feel like, oh, that's creepy. You just feel special that someone that old that could have anybody in your mind wants you.
It was highlighted.
How do you think I got Mariah? I was 23 and she was 14.
In my guilty plea for that one misdemeanor. All of the other felonies and misdemeanors were dismissed in that case back in 2008, 2009, 2010, I believe it was. The evidence that the Scranton Times is collecting right now was already collected by the district attorney back into
his current defense is whoever put together
Robert says, not funny, William.
Whoever put together the spreadsheet of all his contacts, they misspelled his name. That is his current defense. I don't know who Foul Godlewski is. That's not me. I'm Phil Godlewski. Who is Foul Godlewski? Like, what the fuck? That's your defense? That's your defense? That when they retyped this as a spreadsheet, they misspelled your name? That's your defense? This is his defense right here. His whole defense rests on this. Phil Godlewski, cell phone records. It's still his number. It's still him talking about himself. It's still him talking about his houses. It's still him doing everything that he did. But it says Godlewski instead of Godlewski. They changed the O for an A and the other O, or the E for an O. Yeah, that's not even his real name. You'll never find my name in any of those records. This is his entire claim. When they asked him, are these not your cell phone records? His response was, those look like the cell phone records for Phil Godlewski. I don't know a Phil Godlewski. The defendant's name is Phil Godlewski.
2009.
Okay. But this is just someone typed this together and put it in a spreadsheet. If you think you're going to get off on that, you're wrong.
This was the evidence that came to the preliminary hearing, at which time all of those charges were dismissed at me. These text messages, so to speak,
he claims his name is pronounced Godlewski, but I hate saying it like that, so I say Godlewski.
Saying are from me, already came out 12, 13 years ago. Charges were dismissed. Why? With all of these text messages that surfaced, they don't need anything else to convict me if they are from me. They need nothing else. They have the...
Now he's bounced back and forth to the conniving 15-year-old bitches made all of these text messages up.
Text messages, they came from my phone.
Even though they pulled them from Verizon with a search warrant. Somehow they made all this up.
They went to her phone. I'm above 18. She's under 18. They got me, right?
Oh, I forgot I moved
why were all
him
the
over
charges dismissed for everything sexual? I'll tell you why.
She wasn't there to testify. She is now. And you took a plea deal. There is no plea deal here.
Because those text messages are not from me. They were never sent by me. They were taken from one place and one place only, and that is Bree Dubourgel's cell phone.
Wrong. These are literally from Verizon. And I can match every one of them up to a text message right here on the fucking phone bill, my man. Here is all of her text on her phone bill. I bet not many people have this. I do. Wonder why I have this. I can match every one of these up. Kind of weird, huh? This is the literal Verizon phone bill submitted by her mother. Strange.
District attorney in this case subpoenaed my cell phone. They didn't exist there. And I'm not just talking about seeing them in your text message log.
They did on your bill. They did exist on your bill. 100%. They pulled them from Verizon Wireless with a search warrant. We know that. I don't care if you deleted them. I don't care if you got rid of them. I don't care if you used the iCloud. It doesn't matter.
Forensically analyzed my cell phone. Anything that was deleted would have been found. Those text messages were not on my cell phone. They were not on my cell phone bill. They were also not on her cell phone bill. They didn't exist. And that was way back then.
Wait a second. They're on her cell phone bill. Do I need to find one? Let's find this first one. Go down the alley. I'll pick you up on Davis Street. Okay. That is 1955 GMT on February 24th, 2010. We're going to convert those to Eastern Standard Time, and that'll be 5 hours ahead. So we subtract 5 hours from that, and we got what, 7:55, which that would be 12:55. 12:55 on February 24th. But no. He just said they don't exist on her bill. We'll replay that portion. Hold on.
From me. They were never sent by me. They were taken from one place and one place only, and that is Brie Dubourgel's cell phone. The district attorney in this case subpoenaed my cell phone. They didn't exist there. And I'm not just talking about seeing them in your text message log. They forensically analyzed my cell phone. Anything that was deleted would have been found. Those text messages were not on my cell phone. They were not on my cell phone bill. They were also not on her cell phone bill. They didn't exist.
They didn't exist. Let me make sure I'm doing the time right. That'd be I'm sorry, it'd be 2:55. Right? 19 minus 5 is 14. It'd be 2:55. $2:55 p.m. One text message in from 570-780-4567. 780-4567 at 17:55. But I'm sorry, 19:55. You subtract that, that would give you 14:55. That is 2:55 p.m. 2:55 p.m. 570-780-4567. I'm sorry. One message in. There it is. Number 4402. I thought they didn't exist. I thought they weren't on her phone bill. I thought those weren't on her phone bill. That's weird. It's very strange. The one that says, go down the alley, I'll pick you up on Davis Street. The reason I picked that one is because he claims he never hung out with her. They only talked. Well, then why would this one exist here and on her phone bill? Go down the alley, I'll pick you up on Davis Street. That seems strange, Phil, for them not to exist on the bill and then for them to literally exist on the bill. Damn. That's weird, buddy.
And that was way back then. Not on my cell phone. They were not on my cell phone bill. They were also not on her cell phone bill.
By the way, I do understand that, from what I understand from speaking with the lawyers and different people at different places around that area, including some offices in that area, that some of the most incriminating evidence was in these text messages when they would switch over to a messaging app. Now, that messaging app was a secure app that deleted the messages ever so often, and there's no way for them to recover them. By the way, this one says, I think more than I've ever loved any girl before. What, Allie? By the swings. Rolling on the floor laughing, Kay. I love you. You really do. I think more than I've ever loved any girl before. At 22 would make 1736. Oh, that one's there too. 570-780-45 at 536. That one's there. Damn it, Phil. All these ones that aren't supposed to be here are here. 5:36 p.m. There it is. There it is. This would be 10:56 or 10:36 minus 5 hours, 5:36. Boom. There it is. That's weird, dude. Damn. It seems like they're all on her fucking bill. In fact, we went through them. They are all on her fucking bill.
They didn't exist.
Yeah, so the reason he went to one of those apps is because what he knew he was doing was wrong, and he knew it would delete them. Yeah, he said buy the swings, like at a child's playground. They knew what they were doing were wrong. They wanted to go into an app that would destroy it, if nothing else, so Dory wouldn't find out. They had already been busted by Dory at this time a couple times. I hope she'll be truthful about that, but who knows? Yeah, this was they'd already been busted, already been in trouble, already been caught.
And that was way back then. Now the Scranton Times is
weird. He says,
"Oh, we got you."
He says none of them exist on her cell phone bill, but this is her cell phone bill. I don't know how much clearer I could be about that. I can literally scroll up and show you the fucking names on it. Like, this is her mom submitted this bill. This is Linda's bill. Linda DeBurgle or whatever her name is submitted this bill. The first few rows are all calls. 1 minute, 4 minutes. These are all phone calls, and there's some in there too. Like, they spent some time on the phone. It is 780-4576. They spent some time on the phone making phone calls. Those are there as well. 780, that's not it. There it is. Here's a 3-minute call they had on February 20th, 570-4576. Or 4567. I keep saying it backwards. I'm Slisteslick. It doesn't exist on the cell phone bill, but it does exist on the cell phone bill. Why would you just lie about that? It literally does on her bill, and I'm sure it's on your bill as well.
The text messages.
It has to be.
Little do these people know that I had these 12 years ago, too.
Yeah, he was already fired at this point.
I had these same text.
They would literally talk about, like, well, last time she found out, she went to the school talking about her mom.
Messages. My private investigator, as well as my attorney, disproved the authenticity.
Nope, that never happened. That never happened. There was never an evidentiary hearing where these messages were thrown out. They were submitted as evidence and approved. It never did that happen. Literally, they went to an evidentiary hearing. She refused to testify, and before the fucking thing was over, he had signed a plea deal.
Which is why my charges got...
It's weird. He never mentions that he pled guilty from the get-go and then withdrew that once he got a lawyer, a different lawyer. That's strange, isn't it? I wonder why he never tells his audience he pled guilty at first and then withdrew his guilty plea. I wonder why he never tells his audience that Bree's former boyfriend who killed himself, that he claims he was best friends with, and that's how him and Bree started talking. He didn't even fucking know the guy. They were like 3 years different, 4 years different in age. He didn't even know the guy. The parents had no idea who Phil was. They knew Bree because Bree was dating that guy before Phil. Had no idea who Phil was. He didn't even know the motherfucker. But the reason they started talking is because my best friend killed himself, and that was his girlfriend. I was just trying to help her. Ended up corrupting her.
Corrupt. I hate that I even have to talk about this, guys. There's so many other things that we could be talking about today that are good for our country, good for you.
He can't name the private investigator he used. He has no documents, no billed hours, no statement was ever submitted. None of this to do with a private investigator exists at all except for Phil's claim 10 years later. None of it. There's no receipts. There's no statement from the PI. There's no anything that he submitted to evidence. None of it exists. But he claims he has a private eye that figured out that, oh, these girls got together and they wanted to ruin me. So they made all these text messages up about a 25-year-old man they didn't know. Now listen, he claims that Bree never wanted to be part of this, that it was her mom doing it. But for some reason, her friends got together and helped her create a bunch of fake evidence that made him look guilty. But she didn't want to do it. It was her mom that wanted to do it and the DA. But the DA didn't make evidence. The mom didn't make evidence. Bree didn't make evidence. For some reason, her friends did it. because they thought it was cool. How many 15-year-olds do you know that can manipulate Verizon's fucking phone bill, phone records, so far as when you pull a search warrant, it shows up as coming from Phil?
But yet, these people don't want you to have good. This hate group doesn't want you to have good. Now, let me tell you something. The people who are messaging you and the people who are posting these things, whether it's on my Telegram channel, my Facebook channel, Instagram, wherever you see it, they are all committing a crime of defamation. They are advertising these text messages as if they are truth.
Well, he doesn't. He doesn't have an excuse for why these girls would do this, because he bounces back and forth in the same video from calling Brie a conniving bitch and her friends did this to saying, look, she didn't want to do this. Her mom made her do it. She didn't want to be part of it. She didn't do anything wrong. She was in the wrong place, wrong time, and the DA made her try to testify. Then she hired herself a lawyer because she knew better. The fuck out of here.
An ongoing defamation case, if I were to lose this case, right, then you could say...
How would they know what houses he was showing? How would they know, you know, the inside of his house? How would they get a dick pic from him? How would they know that his appointments and his schedules and when he had to go in next week at Subway? Where he was at when he was on vacation? What shop he was in when he bought her a hat? His entire work schedule, his entire real estate home showing schedule ahead of time. Weird.
He lost that case. The jury decided.
Oh, you're good, Melon Seaman.
Or if I settled the case, or if the time settled the case, whatever the outcome of the case is, then you could say that, yeah, those text messages, that's why he lost the case. I got news for you. Those text messages, before we get to a jury, will be dismissed as evidence.
Bullshit.
Because they cannot be traced whatsoever to anything that I sent. They are fabricated. They are made up. They were designed to get me to be framed for the crimes that they say I committed, and that did not happen. We did not allow them to happen. I spent hundreds of thousands of dollars on the case against the Scranton Times and my new filing against Brie Dubourgel. I now have a defamation case against her. Instead of doing the right thing, she's doubled down and sued me back, which is great. I can't wait to get to court against her. But one thing at a time. I'm super giddy and excited about that. I can't wait to get there. I literally can't wait, because now, for the first time since I took that misdemeanor plea back in...
Never forget that Phil, because he didn't want his 15-year-old pussy hanging out with other boys and smoking pot, Phil made up a story that he had a twin brother. He's been a liar his whole fucking life. He made up a story he had a twin brother that died of a drug overdose from smoking too much pot. He made up that he had a twin because she said she's going to smoke pot. He said, I don't like you smoking pot. Then he said, who are you going to smoke with? And she's like, probably some of my friends. And she's like, oh, boys. And he's like, she said, they let me smoke for free. And he's like, you know, I don't like that. And she's like, oh, because your twin brother? He said, yeah, he died. And I wish I could have stopped him. What?
2010, I believe, was when I pled. For the very first time since 2010, I have a do-over. I get to redo the decisions that I made in 2010, which led me to make that plea in 2010.
It's almost impossible. You can't overdose on pot, especially back then. Now that we have stronger extracts and stuff, there have been some. I think there was one woman that was charged because her child got in and ate a whole pack of gummies, and he ended up having complications and died. But even like, there's been like 4 or 5 times they've claimed the first ever marijuana overdose has been recorded. Death has been recorded. And most of those, there's a bunch of people who disagree with the study. Like, it would be easier now that we have stronger shit But yeah, I still think it's bullshit. Most scientists do.
I finally get to prove that the things that they said about me and that this girl said about
as far as dying
are false and have always
you pass
been
out
false.
first.
And I got a message to send to you people who are out there trying to purport these messages. And
the much bigger danger of doing way too much is like you can have like a bad pot trip from just like not anything laced in it, none of that. You can just take too much and it brings on the effects so strong you have a bad trip. That's what's more dangerous than fucking overdosing. It can do stuff like raise your blood pressure, increase your heart rate, stuff like that. And if you already have complications due to that, it might do something. You know, you got a weak heart or high blood pressure already. But yeah, it's from what all I could see, it's impossible. There have been people that have claimed it in the last couple of years, but even those are refuted by other scientists.
The discovery things that are coming out, all of you that are trying to purport those things as fact, you are actively committing a crime.
Oh my God.
You are committing a crime against me. And
that's not, you're committing a crime. You are actively committing a crime. If you report the stuff that's coming out as coming out, you're committing a crime. You want to be arrested with those other 3 people who don't exist that I can't name and can't talk about anymore? Huh?
And that crime is libel, slander, defamation, whatever kind of combination you want to take of those 3 things. You better look at it very, very closely, because I promise you, after my case with the Scranton Times, and after my case with Brie du Bourgel, and after my victories of those 2 cases, I am coming so hard at each and every one of you, and I don't care if you own anything for me to actually sue for. I'll put liens on all of your properties.
Come get it.
I have no
Come get me.
For the
Holy
people you
shit.
sue for. I'll put liens.
There are over 260 people watching on Rumble. What the fuck y'all Rumblers doing? What's up? What's up? Coldbeer.fund. Keep the show going. Assholes.
To put me down in saying false, defamatory, derogatory things about me. Each and every one of you will see me in
also
court.
Hit the like button.
I promise you.
We get, as soon as the show's over, sometime in the middle of the night, a bot or something comes to Rumble and like downvotes like all of our comments. I don't know why, but hit the like button while you're here. There's only like 13 likes on it. You can do better than that. There's 260 some of you.
And every one of you will see me in court. I will be there. You will have to talk to the judge and tell him why you did these things, and then we'll see where the law falls on your particular case. But if I have to do a tour of the United States.
What Phil doesn't tell you is that, yeah, when this Scranton Times this case is over, he's coming so hard. Just like in his text messages when he was texting a 15-year-old girl and they were talking about having sex together, and he claimed that he came so hard in his pants twice already. So there is a throwback there.
In sections to attend the hearings involved in the different people that are purporting these lies against me, I'm coming. Salon Touche, I will own Salon.
Yeah, we just went over 500 total. I got 242 watching everywhere else, 262 watching on, that's 504.
I told her in an email this morning I'm going to make it into a taco stand. Why?
There it is.
Because I love tacos. Purporting these lies against me, I'm coming. Salon Touche, I will own Salon Touche. I told her in an email this morning I'm going to make it into a taco stand. Why?
No, Twitch is better for me.
And every Tuesday, I'm going to have something that I think is a very good idea. I'm going to have Taco Tuesday. I don't know if you've ever heard of it. Probably not, because it's a really good idea. I'm going to have Taco Tuesday. And
you want to hear something weird? Taco Tuesday is actually trademarked. No business can use Taco Tuesday without the threat of someone suing them. It's technically trademarked. And Taco Bell is currently suing in federal court to release the trademark on Taco Tuesday because it's such a colloquial term, like a term we all use. So they're suing to get it free to the public.
I'm probably going to put my name in there somehow too. Like I put my name in everything else, like Taco Tuesday, maybe Taco Foosday. I don't know, something like that. But nonetheless, we're going to do it. That's going to be my salon, and that's going to be my taco stand.
Guacatardia.
I like around the beach, actually. I think it's a nice area.
Hold on. Guacatardia was the comments. Let's see if we get that text to speech.
Girlney says, Guacatardia.
So I think it's a great prime opportunity for a taco stand.
Oh, they won? Good. So there's Phil's taco stand claim in that video that was sent to me. Phil's fucked, dude. Phil's fucked. Phil is fucked. He told people to go after this person. He told people to go after the salon owner without ever stepping foot in her shop. He doxed her. Told people to go using emojis pointing at you and then an explosion while sharing her information. Shared photos, addresses, phone numbers. She got all these fake fucking reviews. Her phone lines were jam-packed. I'm sure she can pull her phone records and show how many people fucking called and where from. And just remember, those numbers are registered to you, his followers, and you've been named as John and Jane Doe's 1 through 500. You might be fucked too. You might be fucked too. So good job following your captain. I'm sure that'll work out for you. He has been served. Court will be in LA. Good fucking luck. Phil led you down the wrong road, and he's going to have to prove that's why there's 500 Jane and John Does named. Are y'all stupid? People told you shouldn't be leaving reviews unless you actually had part of their service, but you're like, this is a bad person because Phil showed me an email where they were in an argument. Then somebody was so goddamn dumb, they left 2 death threats there and spammed her phone lines to where appointments couldn't be made. There's no telling how much money she lost, and how do you transfer the stress and pressure and anxiety and everything else she suffered. How do you put dollar signs on that? I don't know, but somebody will. Phil, you better fucking settle, dude. You do not want this all drawn out in court. It's the same reason you can't take anybody to court for your dick pics. Why? Because you would have to admit that you were catfished. No one hacked anything. No one had your fucking passwords. You thought you were texting a girl that you were going to come home. You told her your whole fucking schedule once you got back from Italy that you were going to come home and fuck while Carrie wasn't paying attention. You sent her your dick in your honeymoon suite in front of Carrie's luggage. How did they hack that, Phil? How did they hack a dick pic on Carrie's luggage in Italy? You can't go after anybody for that because you'd have to admit the fucking truth. It wasn't Andy and the passwords. It wasn't a logging fucking whatever you found on your phone and your PC. You were texting somebody you wanted to fuck when you got home from Italy off of your honeymoon week. Thank you very much, Sky Moon. I appreciate that.
Sky Moon has donated $5 and says, for your brilliance.
For my brilliance. Thank you very much. I appreciate it. That's right. Telegram's not the Wild West, but dropping false reviews is good to go. What an idiot. Let's check in here right quick. Where you been, Scotty?
I will.
Missed you. Uh-oh. A lady enters the chat.
Hey, what's going on, Shell?
Shell.
Nothing. I lost my whole room. I only got 9 people in here now.
Damn.
But it's okay. Where have you been?
I've been running around thinking.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Thinking, is everything?
I wonder which part of her content got Scotty interested in talking to her. You think it was her haircut, or maybe her glasses, or maybe her giant fucking nose, or her skin that hangs off her bones like a burlap sack? Or you think it was her giant fucking titties and she's not wearing a bra? What part of her content do you think got Scotty interested while he's not wearing pants?
Okay.
Yeah, I'm just trying to get my mind cleared, you know?
What?
I'm just trying to get my mind cleared.
No, I get it. I do that a lot. I haven't been on here in a couple days, so I get it.
I'm just trying to get my
So
mind
guys, tap the
cleared.
screen. We need taps and roses. Let's go.
I'm trying not to think about that big black gentleman that I was stroking down in Louisiana.
Let's go.
Can't chance the drool. That's
Let's go,
right.
guys. Let's go.
Don't
Let's
miss
go. Let's
it.
go. Tap the screen. Taps and roses, guys. Taps and roses. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Let's take Scott down. Let's take this Power Ranger down.
Shit.
Is she making fun of him too?
Come on, guys.
There's her contents right there. They're about to fall out.
Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Welcome in. Welcome in. CJ with the Franktastic. Let's go. Let's go. See, let's get this party started, guys. Let's go. Hop on my party bus. I got the tequila. Let's go. Let's go.
On Cameo. Jacoby. What's up, Tanya Torres?
We're not asking anything, okay?
Maybe she's made up of two women, like Scott's made up of two men.
Let's go, guys.
Thank you, Casey.
Oh,
Hey, Keegan Adams. What's going on?
Why is everybody hiding in their bathrooms?
we got a speed challenge,
When they go
guys.
live.
Come on, let's get
Are
the
they
speed. Can we get the
embarrassed?
speed? I need your help. I need your help to get a speed. I haven't hit it.
What's going on?
We're gonna need 70 points. 70 points. We can do this.
Can we get 70 points?
We can do this. We need 70 points. Come on, guys. 70 points.
Thanks.
Let's go. Come on, 70 points.
Let's get this
70 points. 70 points.
Thank you, Charles.
His
70
fucking hair horn
We
stick
have
above the
39
hat.
seconds to get 70 points. Come on, let's go, let's go, let's go. He's gonna crush us. He's gonna crush us. CJ, let's go. Let's crush it on the doubles. Come on, guys, let's crush it on the doubles. I've never crushed it on the doubles. Let's do it. Let's do it. Let's do it. Let's go. We have 36 seconds.
Oh,
doubles,
she
guys.
just lost.
Everything's doubled.
He just
double,
got 1,000.
double. Come on, crush
A
him on
money
the
gun or
doubles.
whatever.
Come on, he's crushing us. We need to hit something with the doubles. Yo, come on. Somebody do something. We have doubles. Nobody's utilizing the doubles. With the music note. Let's go. Let's go. Keep it going. Keep it going. We have 17 seconds, guys. Come on. We're not that far behind. Still doubles. Still doubles. 10 seconds on doubles. 10 seconds on doubles. Let's go. 10 seconds. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go.
I can't believe people are giving him this much money,
Let's go. We're
dude.
not that far behind, guys. We can do this. We can do this.
To just sit there and be a fucking
With the rose in the
useless person.
hand heart. Let's go, guys.
Doubles, at least 1.5.
Thank you. All right, we're not that far behind. We have a minute 40
Yeah,
left.
she's
We can do
usually
this.
Mariah has a set of fun
We can
bags.
do
She's
this.
got
Let's go
one
with the
fun,
hand
one
heart.
sad
Let's go.
bag.
Thank you, Charles.
Let's go, guys.
I'd still bat him around. Don't get me wrong. God
We have
damn!
a
Did you see
minute
that
25
crack
left.
lighter?
This is not out of reach.
I thought he
This is not out of
spontaneously
reach, guys.
combust.
God damn.
Smoke detector ripped out of the wall.
Guys, we're not out of reach. We're not out of reach.
Stay in this once, but next time when I'm
not out of reach.
don't go in.
Not out of reach yet. Let's go. Let's go.
The next time I'm live, what?
God dang.
Thank you for the rose. Welcome in. Welcome in. Let's go, guys. Come on. Let's go. 55 seconds. We're not out of reach yet. Let's go. Welcome in.
Let's do this, guys.
We need a big snipe. We could take this. Let's go. Daniel,
I said
welcome
you had
in.
fun bags, Mariah. What the fuck is wrong with
Let's line
that?
up. Let's go. 30 seconds.
We all do, Mattress King.
Alexa, volume up.
Throw him over his shoulder like a continental soldier.
30 seconds, guys. We need a big snipe.
That's why she's on here raising money.
Thanks for the follow.
Put a fucking put a tire
20
patch
seconds,
on it.
guys. Let's go. Where's my sniper?
I'm not sending her shit. This ain't
Big
live.
snipe here, guys. 5 seconds.
Hey, Triple A.
Let's go. That's okay.
Davos, thanks.
Ghost
VFW,
Giffos.
Ken, the real,
Pappos.
Save the Princess, Bobby. You want to do another one, Scott?
Sure, let's do this.
Okay.
No,
Let's go,
that's
guys.
not.
Let's
That's
go.
Tina's tiny tit.
Y'all
You're
tap that
hearing.
screen. We need to
Tina's
tap some
tiny
roses, guys.
tit.
Tap some roses. I'm just over here blocking people right now. Welcome in, y'all. Tap that screen, guys. Tap some roses. Try to get to a speed. Let's try to get to a speed and hit the target. Let's go. Let's take his win.
Guys, I've been doing all right. Just been trying to sort out my head.
Thanks for the follow.
That's what you keep
Come on, guys.
saying.
40. We have 40 beautiful people in here. 40
You're trying to
beautiful
decide
people.
your
Let's
sexuality
go.
again.
Tap some road to a speed. Get to a speed. I need everybody. Let's go. So you doing better, Scott? Are you doing better?
Yeah, a little bit better.
Yo, bit better.
Good.
Smoke detector ripped out of the wall.
Are you driving again? Is your car okay?
Yeah, my car is okay. I've been driving. Thank you,
Oh,
Charles.
shoot. Let's go. We need help on my side.
Let's
We need a little
go.
help over
Let's
here. Scott
go.
is crushing us.
You
He's
need a little
crushing
help
us.
with that left titty. But you need a little bit. Is this the Cheryl I had to
Let's
throw
go,
out of chat
family.
last night?
Thanks for tapping, guys. Thanks for
You're
all the
lucky
taps. I
she isn't
appreciate
alive
it.
anymore.
Thank you so much. But we need to drop it on his head.
I'd
Let's
fucking
go,
I'd
guys.
turn
We
her
need
that
to drop it
bitch.
on his head. Drop it on his head. Drop it. Drop it. Drop it. I need my
let's
team
go.
over here. Where's my people?
Yes.
We got to speed. Can we
They're
speed?
battling, so people are sending them different amounts of money to see the bar at the top says
We need
1,085 to
70
48.
points. Come on, 70
People
points,
are sending
guys.
them
70
different
points.
amounts of money to battle
Somebody
each
hit
other.
my target. Come on.
And whoever
Somebody hit the
wins is the
target. 70
person that
points. Let's go. We need 70 points. 40 seconds. 70
has
points.
the most when the timer runs out.
Let's go.
Let's get this target, guys.
There's a timer, and there's the
Go.
points.
70 points. That's all right. No, not asking anything because
They're just people are just sending donations, so he gets more than she does, or she gets more than he does, because they feel good about it for some reason,
We still have
and neither
13
one of them's
seconds to
doing
get
any
70
goddamn
points.
thing. It would be like if I went live with
target.
Bullshifter, and you could either
Can't hit the target
pay
tonight.
me or pay Bull, and we both win because we're getting money, but you guys
going
feel some sort of way about it. It's weird.
Thank you for the roses. Thank you for the roses. Thanks, honey. This is not out of reach yet. We can still
One
do
boob
this.
wearing an eye patch. That's
For the
right.
follow. No, come on, people. Like, let's be nice in here, all right? Let's be nice. We're not out of reach yet. No.
Oh my God, music's killing me.
No. Thanks.
How do you think she paid for them?
Let's go, guys. We're not out of reach yet.
TikToks. Jesus.
Thanks for the follow. Come on, guys. A minute 25.
Hell to pay. Have a drink on me.
Thanks for tapping. Thanks for all the taps. But we need to drop something
Yeah,
big.
this
We
is
need
the
to drop
dumbest
something-
scam in the world. Neither person is doing anything. And basically, you're just saying, well, this person that I've watched for the last 4 hours, I like it better than old Lop Tit over here. So I'm going to send this person these two people stitched together in the middle. I'm going to send them more money than the people that like her send them money, and neither one of them's going to do anything for it. Like, at least I think out and plan a show. Like, goddamn. They don't do shit. I don't know. I don't get it. I don't get it. Maybe someone else does.
On his head. Thank you for the roses, John.
Yeah.
Thank you for the roses. Let's go, guys. This is not out of reach out. We need
Don't
a big
even have
drop.
1,000 followers, Mariah. You can't go live.
Let's go. No, I don't. I know all about it. Let's go. 50 seconds. We need a huge snipe.
Yeah, for like
Something
8 hours.
Huge.
Sometimes they'll be wearing like a Trump shirt over here and a Biden shirt over here, and they'll both go live for like 4, 6, 8 hours just to get money for doing nothing. But I like Biden more than I like Trump. I'm gonna send money. I like Trump. I'm gonna send more money.
We need something big.
They should at least like fucking box each other or I don't know, something. Wrestle each other wearing nothing but a light coat of baby oil.
Thank you. With the little Leon cake. Let's go, guys. Let's go. We need a huge snipe here. We need a big snipe. Thanks for the follow.
A snipe would be when you send a donation right when the buzzer's going off to steal it away.
20 seconds, guys. We need a big snipe. Seconds. Let's go. Thank you for the hand heart. Thank you.
So she lost again.
We tried.
There's no bonus really for winning. You just get a streak. So it says win 2 times, win 0 times. You build a streak up. So you might get like 15 wins in a row or whatever, and you lose it. Maybe she's auctioning off her long tit. Maybe. That's the one she breathes in.
It's all good. It's all good.
Or if she falls in the river, she'll drown. That's the only flotation device.
Daniel, Tabos, go get those things.
Don, power hand, Q, save. All my tappers. What do you want to do? One more or back out?
I'm going to reset my live.
You gonna what?
Reset my
What
live.
are you doing?
Oh my God.
I'll put you in a little bit then.
All right, thanks for the battle.
Bye, honey. Have a good night.
All right, bye.
So he reset his live. For some reason, TikTok only sends out notifications when you first go live, and if you don't catch your people quick enough, then it just disappears. By the way, I'll leave you with this dramatic reading. If you don't know, an Obama aide was at well, he had to go masturbate. They frown upon that right on TikTok. So that's what he's going to go, we said his penis. If you don't know, an Obama aide was found drowned in a paddleboarding incident, okay? A paddleboarding incident. And I know you guys don't know about this, but here's what I'd like to get to the bottom of. I think Mary Bradshaw has it figured out. It says, so I wonder if the, quote, paddleboarder found dead and linked to the Obamas died when they turned him loose to run for his life when they hunted him down. Died when they turned him loose. This is a movie, right? Where they hunt people. They turned him loose, apparently on a paddleboard, and they hunted him down like they were going deep sea fucking fishing for some fucking marlins and tuna and shit. Then, what evidence does she have? Well, she follows up with that. I don't know. I just got such a vivid picture of that when I heard about this guy dying. What? He died in a paddleboard accident. He drowned. They recovered his body. It took them for a while for them to release that he was even an Obama aide, just as someone had died. And they decided to put that out as Oh, they must have hunted him down. They must have hunted him down. When they released, they just said, go, and released his ass. Tomorrow, we'll go over the Derek Johnson meltdown in the cemetery. I'm not going to do it tonight because I got to go. But apparently his most recent video was him having a meltdown in the cemetery, is from what I heard. This is from 1 day ago. Is this the cemetery video? No, this is a 3-minute meltdown.
Article 3 of the Constitution, which is, that is the first, all right, a law and an order from Donald John Trump.
But we will go over that tomorrow. I have to be up kind of early. Oh, God. I have to be kind of up. Hey, this is a repost, honestly. This is the one from 20. Oh, God. Is this a cemetery?
What's up, here?
I have to be up early tomorrow. Dad's got a doctor's appointment at wound care. And then I've got some other things to take care of. And then I got to record another game tomorrow for my sister. But it's at 3 p.m. Today was from 5 to like 7:30, close to 8. But tomorrow would be from 3 to like 5 or 6, so I'll be good. It'll be done long before the show starts. So thank you. Make sure you follow me on all my social media links. You can find them on coldbeer.fund, where you can also contribute to the show if you like what you see, if you enjoy the information, if you want the show to keep going in its current capacity, go to coldbeer.fund. You can also find my links there for Twitch, Kick, YouTube, Twitter, Instagram, Telegram, Facebook, TikTok, Rumble, Discord, and Bovada. And then these buttons on the left here, you can click any of these buttons. And when you do, it'll take you to somewhere where you can send us a message, donation, contribute to the show in some way. If you don't want your name read out loud, you click this small yellow button. It'll just take you to a PayPal donation, and it won't pop up on the screen. Or if you do it when I'm offline, I will shout you out when I get back. So thank you guys for joining us. I appreciate it. Thanks for hanging out with me. Contribute to the show if you want to see it keep going. I would greatly appreciate it. And we'll see everybody tomorrow. Have a good night. Don't do anything that could get you served, so you have to appear in a court in Los Angeles. Thank you, guys. We'll see you on the next one. Have a good night. Oh, thank you. Somebody up their Patreon pledge. I just saw that. Connie B, thank you very much. I appreciate it. That's the next project I'm working on, are custom t-shirts, custom screen printed t-shirts. I'm going to make the pattern myself and print them myself, and probably even sign them and send them out to the patrons. And if they do well with the patrons and they like them, I'm gonna put some in the merch shop. I think a limited run of them, maybe like 20 total in different sizes, and then like 1 or 2 for me and 1 or 2 for Mariah, and then I'll send them out to you guys. Good luck. Share that. I will. The Give Sing Go again. There you go. That's Pebbles Give Sing Go for the salon owner going up against Phil. He's fucked. He went too far. He flew too close to the sun. Good luck, buddy. Have a good night, everybody. Did your rant make it through? I read one. Hold on, let me see. I might have missed one. I think the one I read. Oh, there it is. Thank you very much. Just because I hate Phil. Thanks, Phil. I did not see that. Thank you for reminding me. I need to make a better habit of pulling those up when they come out. Thank you. I appreciate it. Just because I hate Phil, Rudy53 with a $20 Rumble rant. Thank you.
Rudy53 has donated $20 and says, just because I hate philosophy, thanks. Will.
Just because I hate philosophy, thanks. I don't know why I did philosophy. I guess because the period right after Phil, it thought you were using a shortened version of philosophy. I need to turn those on to where they automatically do text-to-speech. I had to figure that out. Thank you. Have a good night, everybody. Hope you enjoyed the show. We got Phil right where we want him, I believe.